Yeah. There we go. Okay, I got it together. Y'all looking for me? Y'all looking for me? Yeah. Well, here I is. Hey, what's going on, good people? Man, I'm trying to get this thing together. I see right now that I'm missing the chat, so I'm on that right now. I had to pull out my old layout so that I can have everything that I need to have. That should connect us. Bam, there we go. All right. Yeah, we hitting the throwback today. All right, what's good, everybody? Everybody. How y'all doing, man? I'm so glad to be here one more again. I'm getting this live show for the call-in part of the game set up. And I just need to change one last thing. Cool. Yes. And I want this part. That's what I want to take out. And that's what I want to bring over here. All right. There we go. Now it's doing what I wanted to do. Man, I was trying to get the show together. Aside from the other live, I was trying to get it together and I couldn't get none of my shit to work. So I'm like, well, what is going on? And I had to do a restart and everything. But I'm here. I'm good. And here we go. On the way in, click the like button. If you do not mind, please do that. Click the subscribe button if this is your first time checking me out. And what I want to do is go over these comments, y'all. I swear for Lord, these comments, I was really just like, I'm doing a show about it. That's how blown away I was with these comments. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Snatcher? What's good with you, broski? But I was just so blown away with these comments, y'all, that I said I have to do something about this because I didn't know that, people would just consistently say stuff that just did not make any sense, knowing what this is. And it's like, I wanted to give people an opportunity to call in, to say what you want to say, talk what you want to talk. We can have a conversation. I'm all for that. But I couldn't believe these comments. It's like, and the greater majority of them, let me say this now, the greater majority of them were great. People were liking the show. They was liking what I was doing. They was appreciating my perspective and all of that. And there were some people that disagreed, which I was totally cool with. But then there were some people that was talking cash shit. And I got it in a little bit with a few of those people. So that's what I want to go over today. I want to go ahead and let's see, make this larger here. There we go. That's what I want to do. I want to blow that up so that y'all can see it. And then I'm just going to turn this on and we should be all to the good. Yeah. All right. So I am going to do this and put this guy up here. Screen capture, monitor 1. Bam. There we go. There is the monitor. Yes. All right. So now, oh, wait, I went too far. There we go. All right. Got to keep my lines together. Keep it looking nice and neat. All right. So here's my comments here. Let me see. I think I can make it a little bit bigger, can I? Let's go. Will it go any bigger? Yeah, it'll go bigger than that. There we go. Now, y'all can kind of read that. I'm going to read them too, but I wanted to get it as big as I could. Oh, yeah, that looked good. I wanted to get it as big as I could. So as I'm reading it, if those of you who got computers, you got it up, or you got me up on your TV, you can see it too. If you're on your phone, don't matter because you can listen to me because I'm going to say what I'm going to say anyway. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start the call-in show. And then to talk about Kelly. I'm gonna start the show and then we can call in. I think we got 2 hours on that thing now. Yep, and then we should be good. Talk about Kelly. Yes. Okay. And why is that not letting me? Yeah. There we go. Give your thoughts about R. Kelly and my point of view and yours. Cool. There we go. Yep. And that should be good. That's fine. And tag for that. This is public. Yep. There we go. And there is none there. Alrighty. I think I got everything set. Should let me now. Please choose creation method. Why is it telling me that? Yep, let's just do create. And I think I'm good. Yes. Okay. All right. Should be all good then. So, first off, let me give a shout out to the first person in the chat in the relationship rehab side of the game. Goes out to who? Let's see who did it. Let's see who did it, man. All right. I think it was probably my man. Oh, okay. Slim Pimp Body. That's what's up. Jason B. Crestline. Yeah, that's what's up. Crestline Iceberg. Rex Juno. What up? UFO Kamikaze. Salute to you, bro. Let's see who else off up in here. Devin Morgan, what's up? Miss Lady Sunday, what's happening? Jason B, what it do? Lisa, my brother Big Snatcher, what's happening? And CJ Gunn, what's good? John Nada, what it do? And G Jones, what's happening? All right, there we go. Now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to start with just reading some of these and seeing what's up. Thank you so much, LC. I appreciate that. I hope you subscribe and click the like button. I surely do. And let's get this thing here started. Now, I want to make sure that everybody is ready. Yup. And that's set. The time is there. And we're going to set this here for, yup. All right. So now, it should be all good. And go live. Yep. And there's go. There we go. There we go. Yep. I got all that in there. Now it should let me do it. Yes. There we go. Boom, bam. All righty. The number is scrolling across the top of the screen. I am going to sign in just to make sure that I'm good on my end and that y'all can hear. And we should be off to the races. Let me make sure that I'm doing that. So that well, you know what? I don't want to wear that because it's gonna go through here. So we'll just do it this way first. Yep, and host. Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna let this actually just run until it's done, and then from there I'll be reading the comments and stuff along the way.
Blog Talk Radio.
Let's see if this will kick it off.
When finished, press the pound key.
Yep, I hit that. There we go.
To start your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press 2.
Alrighty. Press 1.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. And y'all should be able to hear that. And let me make sure that this is turned up. Should be. And turn that down just a little bit. And we can turn that. And that should be good because I ain't touching none of that. So, y'all let me know and just call in on the show. And we should be good. All right. So I'm going to read some of these current ones, and then I'm going to go through with the other ones. So I hope that I can explain. If somebody's watching and they want to comment, please do so. Somebody want to call in to discuss this, then hey, you need to come on early. Now I'm up all night. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Trust me, I'm trying. I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better in 2020. I'll tell you that right now. Why? Because I know better and I can do better. I'm going to get better. Yes, I'm going to start coming on earlier. I promise y'all I is. I promise you. All right, so here we go. First and foremost, these are so it says, I wonder, this is from Ronnie Bop Shop. All right, so Ronnie Bop Shop comments and says, I wonder how much money that private detective made off these numerous settlements and how many she has encouraged to cooperate with this documentary in the hopes of making more money. It must be something fishy anytime the lawyer for the agency leaves because he didn't think he did his best work for the girl. I can tell you like this. And then it says why you can go to the police and file charges if the prosecutor won't pursue the case, it's not going to go anywhere. But I would have called the media and said, hey, I got all this evidence and the prosecutor won't proceed to the case. Yes, and let the chips fall where they may. Yep, but I wouldn't be in this situation because my parents actually raised me. Exactly. A lot of people have said that. Well, the prosecutor wouldn't have prosecuted the case, so ain't no. I get that when it's a nobody. But when there is a somebody, when it's a celebrity, and especially somebody as big as R. Kelly, all you would have had to have done was go to the media. And that's one of the main reasons why he was settling these cases, was because he didn't want to have that smoke of people going to the media consistently. If those girls would have went to the media and been saying that this is happening and the prosecutor ain't doing nothing, the prosecuting attorney would have been forced to do it. You talking about over a span of some 30 odd years. Prosecuting attorneys got elections coming up. You got judges that got elections coming up. It would have gotten prosecuted. Believe that. That's how I know that for a fact. All you would have had to do is beat the streets a little bit, go to your local media, go to your national media outlets, and they would have eventually just picked it up. Plain and simple. R. Kelly's reach didn't go as far as to where he was controlling the media. It just wasn't, because people knew about what was going on. You could have went to a church, found a pastor, and had a pastor call in they news people, and you could have did a press conference and it would have blew up, because a pastor would have definitely liked that press to get that, especially in Chicago. It could have happened. So I definitely agree with that. So but most people in this whole thing, they were literally trying to just get money. There was a huge financial gain opportunity here, which is why most people did what they did and treated the situation the way that they treated it. The record companies were trying to suppress it because it was bad for business on that end. And then you had the women who were involved in it that saw the opportunity, and they took advantage of that. As opposed to putting this dude in jail, if I can take this check and get this cash, I'm going to do it. That's what they did. It's just that plain and simple. That's exactly what they did. They saw the opportunity for financial gain and they took it. All right, Andrea from Florida, or Andrea FL, says, I am crying. Oh my God, you funny. You just got another subscriber. Yeah. I can't even explain how funny you are. Laughing my ass off. I'm literally crying, laughing. Almost woke up my daughter. That's what's up. I appreciate you. Yeah, buddy. I love comments like that. Gain a subscriber. Yeah. All right, let's see here. We got Keith Glenn. Parents that knowingly place their children in harm's way should get prosecuted. Yep. Everyone knew at 2001 about Kels. Why was these parents still sending their teenage daughters to Kels? They looking for the bag, but if they were getting arrested like they should, this would never it would have never happened, or it would have just happened a couple of times and that would have been it. You are 100% right, good sir. 100% right. So I totally agree with that. And that should have been the approach from the beginning. If we had this type of mentality in our society to where we don't play when it comes to kids, then those people that will get prosecuted, it would be no mercy. It's like you gonna prosecute their ass to the full extent of the law, and if you know that, that's what you gonna. Hey, it is what it is. So when it come down, it's coming down hard. That's how it should be. There is no reason for us not to be protecting our children. It's just no reason for it. And we consistently allow people to not only abuse, mistreat, but to exploit our their children, and we don't do anything about it. So Killer Swag said, hold up. I recall Azriel saying in the Gail King interview that she never liked singing and how her parents made singing feel like a job. And she almost committed suicide because of her disdain for singing. Yeah. Now all of a sudden, after the bullshit popped off, she talking about coming out with a YouTube channel plus a music album. Fuckery at its finest. Yes, sir. So that's it. And here's the thing. When she was on Gayle King, there is a part of her that wanted to try to protect R. Kelly to make it seem like it wasn't about the music and all that. And she could have, in all fairness, at that point, had some disdain for being an artist, had some disdain for singing, and didn't want to do it. But it's like as time progressed on, she saw the opportunity because at the end of the day, she wanted to be an artist in the beginning anyway. She did. And so the opportunity is now presenting itself, just like the opportunity to be with R. Kelly presented itself. She dove on it. She told her parents she was going to run away if they didn't let her go. She told her parents, hey, I want to be with him. This is what I'm going to do. I'm with him. She did everything she could to chase this dude down. And she was with that dude, and that was it. And all that time she was with him, they wanted to make sure that they was showing a united front. He was protecting her. She was protecting him. He was providing her with a lifestyle that she had not had. That's it. That's why I said the whole thing about who he is and the celebrity and all of that kind of stuff, there is a true intoxicating part about that. That's inviting. That's attractive. That part of being a celebrity it's attractive to anybody that wants to be a part of that and wants access to those resources. That's just what it is. So it's like I totally see that. However, my thing is this. That part ain't no crime. And then if you want to charge him with statutory rape or whatever, then you charge him with statutory rape. But making it seem like him having them girls do what he want them to do and they going along with it, that ain't no crime. And that was one of the things that I saw about that, to where they tried to make it seem like that was. And it's like, there's plenty of people that do this. There are plenty of people that are submissive. Plenty of people that like being sex slaves and all that kind of stuff. They like that type of role playing, whatever you call it. All right, here we got another one. If all this stuff is true, R. Kelly shouldn't be the only one going to jail. Thank you very much. Round up parents for neglect because you were not parenting if you allowed your underage child to be with R. Kelly alone. Round them up for sex trafficking since they thought, hold up, it was okay to place their child with someone who has been accused of sexting underage children so that they can get money. This is beyond ridiculous, and that he is the only one being held accountable. If this is true, all those handlers, record executives, and others that were aware of the events and did nothing need to be rounded up as well. Yes, and that's one of the things too. With the RICO case, you can pull them cats in. Because they're literally charging this dude like this is a RICO, like he's a crime boss. Like he motherfucking Gotti or somebody. That's what they're doing. They are literally charging this dude like he is a drug dealing mafia running crime family. That's what they're doing. So why not pull in the record executives? Why not pull in the managers and the assistants and all of the other people that contributed to it? The other women that were sleeping with the underage girls. Why not do that? Because they all did it. And let's not forget, if they mute R. Kelly, how do they expect to get a settlement for therapy or whatever else? Folks are straight up tripping, of course. All right, let's see what else we got here. She brainwashed. Cheryl Nelson says she brainwashed by her slick daddy, not Rob. She was not a minor when Joy came along. She was 18. If the Dusty, I guess, then did her homework, she would know that her daddy manipulated her. She is a liar and doesn't remember her lies. That will take her dusty butt down. Yeah, she's definitely lying at this point in time. I don't know what they, and people are rumoring saying that she's on drugs or that she's like on coke or whatever. Here we go. Rachel Zapita, you're so rude. What? What's rude about what I'm saying about me doing my show? I get it. I'm rude. Caleb Davis says at the 124 mark, that was deep. He makes a good point. R. Kelly was not even there, and nice hotel, and they were, and I guess they were there at nice hotels and eating good. Seems like they were committed to this guy. It wasn't like some kidnappers in America who lock up kids in basement, or kidnappers who take a child at birth. I'm not making excuses for R. Kelly's attraction to underage women. We're supposed to be women. But I do believe the whole sex cult brainwashing thing is a bit ballooned out of proportion. It's not like there was an ankle monitor. They could walk out of the hotel and never come back. Yes. Or if it was that serious, they could do like Tina Turner did, and what's love got to do with it, and run for their life to the hotel next door. Yep. But no one wanted to even do that. Something ain't right. Exactly. I agree with you 100%. These women that were a part of this, they literally were in it. It wasn't a thing where they was like, oh no, I'm not gonna I didn't want to be there and he held me again. It wasn't like that. They wanted to be there. And you can try to blame and say, well, R. Kelly manipulated them young girls' minds. Yeah, okay. So where were the parents? And why were the parents cool with it? Why did the parents start getting involved and asking about their kids once they wasn't talking to their kid no more? So you knew where your kid was, but you wasn't saying nothing because of what? Why? Why would there be an instance or a situation where you would have this dude with your daughter and you know she's underage? That's my only thing. And it's like, and my thing is too for this, it's like when we have other women that are in this situation and they've been abused and they get to play the victim card, how come R. Kelly can't play the victim card here? How come he can't say part of the reason why he did what he did was because he was abused and everybody's okay with that? Why is it that nobody's okay with the fact that he can say that? Why is it that everybody's having a problem or not even acknowledging the fact that he was abused, which is why he would abuse other people? Because when women do it, it's totally fine and accepted and it's understood, and we find a way to make excuses for them. We find a way to give them to be as lenient as possible or just totally forgive whatever crime they commit altogether. Why do we do that for women and not for men? And if somebody can explain that to me, it would definitely help me with understanding why so many people are offended by my position. Because all I'm trying to do in this whole thing, I'm not trying to get R. Kelly off. I'm not trying to get R. Kelly out of jail. All I'm trying to do is be fair. If you're going to lock him up, lock up everybody that committed the crime or that was an accessory to the crime. Don't just try to put all of this on one man who you know for a fact not only was abused, but didn't have the mental capacity to carry this whole thing off and to keep it going for 30 years by himself. You know it, but you let the narrative play it that way. You let the women that were on the shows in part 1 and part 2 that y'all know for a fact played a part in it and was sleeping with underage girls as well. So if I'm sleeping with an underage girl and I'm an adult, you want to send me to jail. If a girl I'm sleeping with is an adult and she's sleeping with the same underage girl, you want to give her a spot on the show. How the fuck does that happen? How is that okay? That's what I'm challenging. That's what I'm questioning here. So, Brian, she's doing this for show. Her and her jailbird daddy doing this for documentary research. All of them need to play chess in a padded cell together. Make it a family affair. They sick and in need of money and will get it how they live. Evil devils. I get that. Yes, and it's like it's all right now like it's a big money grab. They're all trying to just get paid. That's all they're trying to do. Brian, I missed your live. I didn't get a notification. Of course, we know how YouTube is. I will be donating. Thanks for the platform. Keep up the good works. because it's well needed. Never back down, King. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I usually just click thumbs up unless somebody puts like something just stupid. I usually click the thumbs up just so that I can make sure I acknowledge everybody that's on it, because I appreciate y'all comments. And everybody don't have the, to do all of this in the comment, but the fact that you take time out to do it, I want to acknowledge it, and I want to show that, hey, I'm reading your comments and I appreciate it. All right, let's see who's next. Solo Mad Productions. Laugh out loud. Yeah, this dude, I think he fucked around and got me a copyright strike because he tried to put his motherfucking music in my shit. Laugh out loud. His mic wasn't working in the beginning. That was funny, but shit, a start. Funny, I guess, as shit to start. I don't know. Playing my song in the beginning of intro 100. I don't know if that's your song or not, Pim, but that's and that ain't my boy. So I don't know what the hell he talking about. But there ain't no damn copyright strike. So he had his link in here. So I cut that shit out. Matter of fact, let me move this shit too. There we go. All right. Next up, we got my man Trucker C, right? Ain't that Trucker C? Yeah, Trucker C. Goddamn, anywhere stank ghetto hood holes are, that damn alarm beep follows. Now on anywhere I go, let me hear that beep. I'm leaving. That's like hey, look, because in that video, you can hear the smoke alarm where the battery needs to be changed in the smoke alarm. From now on, he said, when you hear that smoke alarm, that's a warning that you around a ghetto hood motherfucker. That's exactly what that means. So if you at somebody's house and you hear that beeping, know that there is a possibility of some hood fuckery going on at the moment, or it is imminent to happen. Yes, indeed. I agree with you on that one, bro. That's what's up. Let's see who else put something off up in here. Barbara Walker. This young man was off in the head long before Kelly. What? This young woman was off in the head long before Kelly. Yeah. I really believe they all were. The parents did it to them before Kelly. I agree. I agree that all of these girls had severe problems, had all type of mental health issues and trauma in their life, which is why they got along so well together. Which is how many people have you seen dealing with R. Kelly that was like truly just functional adults, no problems, no issues, or even teenagers for that matter, that were like hooked into this shit? And I'm sure he slept with hundreds, if not thousands of women that came and got it just for what it was. He's famous. I'm attracted to him. I want to fuck him. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the D and I'm gone. Thousands probably did that. But then you have that other group, and a small group at that, compared to the thousands of women he's probably been with that came in and they did this shit and stayed for years. Those people have problems. If that's Azriel's phone, who the hell was texting her on live? I don't know. Let's see who else put something in here. Oh, wait, let me check this. Young. Whoop. That is not what I had up. There we go. All right. Let's see who else. Can we have a link to the actual video and make our own opinion? You sure can. Thank you for this next person that I haven't seen this. Thank you for this next person that responded and said, Chris Moon, it's on the Lifetime app. There we go. I appreciate that. She said, I am dead at the 12 play remix. Tasha Nicole, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And there were so many people that put that stuff in there and was talking crazy as shit. Ronnie C. Trump don't own that building. He owned the hotel part. People is under the wrong impression as to what Trump owns. I guess he's saying owns. It is a luxury residential condo. It is staged because TMZ released the full clip. Folks still trying to get paid off of R. Kelly. The fathers and daughters duos are ridiculous. I get it. And I'm really not concerned about what part is Trump's and what part is luxury apartments, but it's all Trump Tower. Whatever. So I could care less. Let's see. Deborah Kinswill says, all these girls and his wife was looking the other way. Money don't talk, I guess. You are 100% correct. His wife looked away for decades. And then she was even a part of it for decades. But nobody wants to say that. And I talked about that in the first string of Surviving R. Kelly when they had her in there. I said this woman not only participated but was silent the whole time. The multiple times that there were accusations, she never said nothing, and she knew for a fact. She knew. She was there. She saw it 100%. Never said a word. Never said a word. Nobody said, I mean, it's like this. If I saw my rich wife sleeping with underage boys, I'm either going to say something or I'm going to keep getting this money. Either way, when the shit finally blows up, I'm not going to be saying I just couldn't take no more after the 83rd allegation. That's when I said I got to come forward and I got to get myself back because I was such a prisoner. That's essentially the shit she's talking. Like it was just a thing where she just didn't know and it was just the worst thing in the world and she was lost all these years until the shit finally popped and then she said, okay, he about to get in trouble for real now. I'm going to go ahead and come forward. Come on here now. It don't work like that. Here we go. Virgo said, how Joycelyn gets arrested, yet ass started the shit, came out of the apartment and continued. How, Sway? Her ass should be arrested too. Yeah, they should have took both their ass to jail, but whatever. It's all a bunch of bullshit. Azriel is a manipulator and a liar, just like her father. I agree 1,000%. I already clicked that one. Like my Gma used to say, you lie down with dogs, you get fleas. Exactly. And don't be complaining when you come up with fleas. It's like unbelievable. Original for Life says, you see why they need handling. Oh, was that our comment I said about that? Yeah. Miss Stamp said, this little bitch, this lying bitch set that mess up. She's lying. She attacked Joy every time in the hall. They actually held Joy so she could attack her, but brought a whole crew. Mad because shit ain't going her way. It's time for Joy to visit. See, she blocked. She don't want that. So she picked a fight, filmed the part to get Joy a case. She brought some guys in his house, stole his stuff. That's why she crying. She hurt because she want Joy gone. She wants to be the one. Hey, when you in love triangles like that, it's no telling what the hell is going on. It's no telling what somebody's saying, what somebody's feeling, what somebody's trying to do. But the thing is, any woman would know you don't bring a bunch of other motherfuckers into another man's house. And if she had some issues or had some problems with her, she should have called the police and be like, I'm here to move and I just want the police to be here. Police do that all the time. You get your shit and you go. But I truly believe that she went there for the drama. And once she saw the drama popping, what did she do? She didn't call the police. She went live. She literally went live. Fuck calling the police. Nope. I'm going to tell them to call the police, but I'm going to stay live. That lets you know she full of shit and she's wanting the drama. Az is lying. She was in there filming with Shabazz with her lying ass. Joy was not coming to do anything she's a liar. I agree. Please make sure your commentary is done on facts. And they don't say shit else. So tell me what part of my commentary ain't done on facts. They were not, or even my speculation as to what it is. Tell me where I said something that was wrong or something that you can challenge me on, and I can address it. They were not getting put out. They were moving. This is what she's talking about, I guess. The lease was paid up until January. Thank you, sir. So did I say they were getting evicted? No. But if they ain't paid the bill, how do you know when the lease was up? Tell me that. How do you know what kind of lease they had? It could have been a month-to-month lease. Could have been a 6-month lease. You have no clue. The lease could have been up and they could have defaulted to a month-to-month. We don't know. But what I do know is that they had to get their shit up out of there and they was going to be gone by the 1st. I do know that. Or I even answered to this one. laughing my black ass off. Thanks for clearing that up. I didn't say they were being evicted, but either way, them motherfuckers got to be gone by the 1st. So what is we talking about? If they was getting put out, or I guess you taking the fact I said put out, what we say in the city is like, if your ass is gone, you leaving or whatever, if you getting set out, that means the Cook County Sheriff is there and they got them people bringing your shit out. It's up this month. Either way, them bitches got to go. That's all it is. That's all my point was. So if you felt as though I misspoke or if I did misspeak, I apologize for that. My point was that I was making the drive home is that the reason why them hoes was there in the first place is because they had to get the fuck out. Whether the lease was up, whether they was getting evicted, it didn't matter. Them hoes had to go. Bye-bye. Shout out to Coach Brown. All right, let's see. Joy was mad because Ass had men in the apartment knowing Kels doesn't like men in his home. Yep, I get it. Kiyata Lee says 17 is legal in Chicago. They're only 2 years apart. Okay. You mean Illinois. But yeah, 16 in Michigan. Michelle Colbray. I feel you, bro. Right. Yeah, Colbray, Illinois. Isn't Illinois in Chicago? Yeah, but what he's saying is that that's a state statute. It's step by state, not by city. So there, you need to get your facts straight, Yada, because he's correct. You see how I took the correction, even though it would have been just misunderstood. I took it and understood it. I'm good. But he's right. Yada Lee, that's not a Chicago, right? That's not a Chicago law. It's state law, fool. That's why I corrected you. That's like me saying freedom of speech is a Detroit law, and you say, but it's not. It's national law, you smart ass. Thank you. I gotta like that. I gotta put the heart on that one. That's what's up. Then here she come at Mikhail. No, bitch, correct yourself and don't comment on my shit anymore. What the fuck? You see what I mean? What is it where you just don't like? People don't like to be corrected. The fight isn't funny. Bullshit. Bullshit, that fight ain't funny. I thoroughly enjoy watching these grown-ass women fight for no damn reason. You exactly right. Even if Azriel and Joycelyn didn't agree on whatever they agreed, wasn't shit done up in that apartment that would call for them to exchange blows and get physical. So the fact that they was that fucking stupid to do it for whatever reason, whether they trying to get money, trying to get likes, or she trying to defend her man, it was stupid as fuck. There was no reason for you to be fighting. If you had a problem with the people that was in that apartment, you should have called the police. You a fucking adult. Carry yourself like one. You do childish shit, you gonna get treated like a fucking child, and I'm gonna laugh at your ass like you did some stupid shit, which is exactly what they did. Them bitches didn't have no reason to be fighting over a bunch of shit that probably ain't even theirs in the first fucking place. They arguing about get these last 2 Grammys. You rounding up another nigga shit. You wanted to get some help. You felt like somebody was fucking with you. Call the police. Angelo was there also. What the fuck ever. Oh my goodness, man. I tell you. These motherfuckers, man. Y'all straight fucking let's see. Nope, I want to just do this. Motherfuckers is arguing over shit or fighting over some shit that ain't even fucking theirs. It's like it makes no sense. And the fact that they don't see that, that's a problem. I can't see this whole goddamn thing. Oh, that ain't what I want to do. Oh, see comments. There we go. Comments I haven't responded to first. Well, I did respond to these, so let's take that out. And then top comments, newest comments first. Yes, that's what I want to do. And refresh. Boy, I tell you, that shit is insane, man. There we go. That shit is insane that people are just fucking, man. There we go. All right. Went through those. That was the Kenyatta Lee. That shit was funny. This fight isn't funny. Boy, please. All right, here we go. Shabazz was filming a documentary. Hey, probably. Everybody's trying to get paid. All right, CJ Gunn, what's happening? Pretty sure Trump Towers will now implement new rules for staying in their accommodation. It's always one person that ruins it for everyone else. Both these girls are a mess. How are these two victims? How? Exactly. Young, promiscuous girls that knew exactly what they were getting into and were getting exactly what they wanted out of this relationship. They are not entirely victims. Everyone knew once the money stopped. So who would support? Who would their support? Who would their support for Kelly? So would their support for Kelly. I'm sorry. If anyone buys and supports their music, don't be surprised when other females do the same thing to other men. This behavior should not be supported. Exactly. These hoes was along for the ride, and once the money dried up, that's when shit went left. That's it. If kids were still out getting money, these hoes would still be right there. Still be right there. Let's see. She was a mental case before R. Kelly. She tried to commit suicide before R. Kelly. Yes, she did. And that just further proves the point of me saying these girls had problems. Kenyatta Lee, facts, facts, facts. So it's like, you can't just, man, Gail, real facts. That's just what it was. These girls needed help way before they got to R. Kelly. So to try to make it seem as though R. Kelly is the reason why they're the way that they are, it's asinine. It's preposterous. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. Azriel lied to the police. Azriel going to jail. Go check the whole fight out on TMZ. Yeah, I saw that. Azriel was mad because Joycelyn time to go on the visit. Joycelyn mad because Joycelyn time to go on the visitor list. She was mad. I don't understand what that means. Tracy Cook, you noticed that too. I believe she planned to start some shit with Joycelyn to have her arrested. Very well could be. I don't know why it's enough of R. Kelly to go around. So they say. I hope he gets a fair trial. Probably not. If you go to TMZ, Azriel beat Joy. Go look. Someone else filmed the fight that was there. You can hear the grown adults in the background saying, let them fight. I believe that. She was allegedly 18 years old when she came on the screen, but had been there with R. Kelly a year before Joy came on board to join. Yep. Lies. Az was 3 months to 18 years old when she met Joy. I think that is correct. I believe Kenyatta Lee is correct. Because I think it was something like, if I'm not mistaken, I did this in the first series. It was something to where I think it was, I think she's right. I believe that they went to a show wherever Az lives at. Her daddy or whatever took her to a show, and that's how she initially met R. Kelly. And then this was months. It was like a couple of months of them exchanging text messages or whatever. And then he was like, look, I want you to come out. And it was like she was like, okay, I want you to come out west. She was like, I want you to come out here to Orlando. And it was the whole thing of her parents going back and forth or some shit like that, to where she was like, I'm gonna go whether y'all let me or not, because I'll run away or some shit like that. And that's when they was like, fuck it. And then that's when she came back and was talking about how her parents told her to go ahead and try to get money, try to get, not get money, but try to get pictures with him, try to record them having sex. I think that's what her mama told her. But I believe it was something like that. She's right. It was something like, it was months before she was technically 18, before her 18th birthday. Because it was like, once she got out there, she like called them on her 18th birthday and told them, I ain't coming back. I'm with him. We together. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's what it was. She waited, or she played the game and fucked around with her parents, and R. Kelly they basically hooked up together and sold their parents a bill of goods. Like, yeah, we gonna get you some money, we gonna get you a check. You can we gonna take care of her. And then when she turned 18, she was like, fuck both of y'all. I'm out here with Kels, and this is what we doing. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's how that shit went down. They said R. Kelly is broke. How the hell can he afford to live in this expensive place? The lies that Whitey tells, the Observer Melody. Well, hold on now. When we say broke, there's two different types of broke. You have poor regular people broke, and then you have rich people broke. Do y'all remember years ago, back in like the late 90s, when TLC filed for bankruptcy and everybody said they were broke? They were rich people broke, which means I only have enough money to basically live. I don't have enough money where I can pay all my bills. Paying a $5,000 a month house note, paying for the 18 cars I have and all that kind of stuff. All the different properties that I may own, that I owe shit on, paying my fucking taxes, all that shit. Rich people broke means I have just enough to get by on from me doing my shows and all that kind of shit, to where you can't be garnishing my wages or some shit like that, or you can't come and foreclose on my house and put me the fuck out and that type of shit. So when rich people file bankruptcy, that's what they doing. R. Kelly, and also too, you have things like, you know, the fact that your name, your statue that you have as far as who you are and what you can provide, you can make money. A lot of people will say, well, he making enough money going to do them shows, nigga pulling in, you know, cash money, probably because he owed child support, but he pulling in cash money. So you can go one night and make 30 grand. You paying $2,500 a month or $3,000 a month at the Trump Tower or whatever for your apartment that you renting. You can afford that. So it's like, it's a difference between rich people broke and poor people broke. When they say you broke and you was really somebody, especially for somebody who's been around as long as he has, he's still getting some money coming in. He still has things like royalty checks and all that kind of shit that do come in. It's different when you got a #1 hit single that's at the top of the Billboard chart. The royalty checks are way fatter, but he's still getting his music played and all that type of shit. So he still gets checks in, but he just rich people broke, essentially. All right, so let's see what's next. I don't know if he is right. It's Joycelyn screaming she's being dragged down the hall by her hair. Yeah, that's right. Az was dragging her literally down the hall. R. Kelly got the news about Azriel and Joy allegedly. They said he was mad, kicked the wall, and now he's allegedly has a broken foot. Okay. That's a rumor. Yes, I'm not even going to entertain that one. We can just keep it moving with that. He just laughing. Let's see what. Let's see. All right, Brian, your wife gave you the exclusive. I haven't seen this video. This the best one yet. That lump joke had me weak. That's what's up. I also appreciate you comparing Amanda Berry to this foolishness. Yes, indeed. Thank you for that comment. I appreciate it. That's what's up. Rena Nunya. She just put emoji, eyes, and closed mouth. I guess so. All right, that was red. The young lady needs rehab. Oprah wants to help her do that. Wow. All right, R. Kelly. Oh, shit. R. Kelly wasn't abusing them. The abuse is them getting him locked up. All the lying, teaming up on him. They abuse him. He's the victim, trying to deceive us. There's a lot of dumb, stupid, uneducated people on here. Can't comprehend. Peoples on here can't comprehend nothing. They need to go. They need to go to prison. You right about everything you saying. Azriel is a sly fox. She is no different from the others. If you know it, Lifetime knows they lying. Man, this reading in my mouth dry. And they low down, dirty, unfit parents. Yep. Everybody making money off of him. They fooling a lot of uneducated peoples. Lock Lifetime up. I feel you on that. And the thing is too, it's like what I'm trying to say, and what a lot of people maybe misunderstand, is that I'm not trying to justify R. Kelly breaking the law as far as statutory rape. I'm not trying to justify that. You did the shit. nigga go to jail. But the whole thing about mute R. Kelly, he abused these women. They he held them against their will and all of that type of stuff. The 85 counts of whatever they trying to charge him with, that's what I'm disputing. Because the underage piece, that's something that's been going on, and everybody who's done that is a star, they not locked up. Ain't nobody tried to mute Jerry Lee Lewis. Ain't nobody tried to mute Elvis. Ain't nobody tried to mute Paul Walker. Ain't nobody tried to mute all these people that have done this exact same thing. So why is it that R. Kelly's being singled out? I don't know. And that's what I'm questioning. That's the problem that I have with this. All of these girls, and I even saw somebody on here when I talked about Hugh Hefner, and they talked about Hugh Hefner, all his girls had contracts. Bullshit. The hoes that had contracts that were ones that got on the photo shoots. Yes, there were thousands of women that went through that mansion that we've never seen a centerfold of or a picture of. All of those girls were not legal. They were not a bunch of 18-year-olds going out to Hugh Hefner's Playboy mansion. Those girls that were in there living in that mansion, having sex with all of those celebrities that were coming through there, like James Caan, who had a room at the mansion. So you can miss me with that shit. I think that comment is somewhere in here, but I was like, I ain't gonna even respond to that because I can go in on that one. But we all know what that was about. That shit was straight up a motherfucking, hey, free for all. Young girls were coming in and out through there. Those young girls were coming from all around the country, all around the world to be at that mansion. At a chance to get noticed, recognized, stardom, contract, deal, model, whatever the case may be. And at that Playboy mansion, sex was always on the table. Yep, Mick Jagger, Bill Cosby, Bill Clinton, every celebrity, everybody that was somebody. Donald Trump went to the Playboy mansion. Facts. The Miss Bells, she said light skin didn't land a blow. Then she told the man that the light skin hit on the head with a cell phone, right? When she got them lumps talking about, yeah, she gave me this. Bitch, what you mean this? Yep, Magic Johnson. Hell, Irvin Johnson too, shit. Dr. J ass been to the motherfucking mansion. Don't get it twisted. This shit was going on since the fucking 50s, y'all. Do y'all know how old the Playboy Mansion dates back to? Don't get it twisted. Somebody Google, when did the Playboy Mansion get opened or built or some shit like that? That shit went on for decades. 60s, I mean the 50s, 60s, 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. That shit was on and popping. Nobody's ever said anything about Hugh Hefner and what he did. Hugh Hefner was dating an 18-year-old girl, and this nigga like 75. This nigga was 56. You didn't see no white women coming forward saying he's too old to be dating those young girls. Nobody said that shit. Wilt Chamberlain. Didn't nobody say anything about Hugh Hefner and the girls he was dating? When he was dating those 3 girls, didn't nobody say nothing. Hugh Hefner's dating 3 women. Didn't nobody say that shit? Hey, Snatcher, and that could be true. I don't know if it is, but I wouldn't be surprised. Brooke Shields posed naked in Playboy at the age of 10. Was built in 1927. I'm saying when Hugh Hefner actually got it. Hugh Hefner lived there in 74. There you go. So from 74 until what? When he died, like 2013 or 14 or some shit like that? He just died. He lived there. 40 years, man. You ain't about to tell me that it wasn't no motherfucking young girls coming 2017. There we go. You ain't about to tell me it wasn't no young girls coming through that bullshit. Plenty of young girls came through there. And ain't nobody saying mute Playboy. It's what I'm getting at. There's no mute this, mute that, but it's mute Bill Cosby, it's mute R. Kelly, it's mute Michael Jackson. Them motherfuckers was trying to mute Michael Jackson. And I bet you them motherfuckers they say, hell no, it's too much money. They say, we ain't muting this motherfucker. Gee, we don't need to mute R. Kelly. You ain't seen Apple come out and say, we're no longer offering Elvis's music on our streaming. We're not offering Steven Tyler's music, Aerosmith's music, or Mick Jagger's music on our site anymore. Nope. So don't say you're going to do it to one and don't do it to all. That's what I'm saying. That's being fair. That's being righteous. Not just being an opportunist because a motherfucker is skin is a different color, or because you see this motherfucker's easy pickings. And you can make more money off of tearing them down than leaving him the fuck alone. Bullshit. And black people doing it the most. That's what's fucked up about it. We the first ones. Burn them at the stake. We don't need any evidence. Burn them at the stake. And then you look on the other side. Ain't nobody walking around in front of Elvis Presley's mansion. What is that shit called down there in Memphis? Out in Whitehaven? The Elvis Presley. Graceland. Ain't nobody walking around Graceland talking about mute Elvis. You don't see that shit, do you? No, you see a bunch of people on Beale Street dressed up like the motherfucker every day. That's what you see. So miss me with that bullshit. And you know, if he married a 13-year-old girl, that he was fucking her all along. You know he was fucking other ones all along. Go ahead on with that bullshit. Rakita, they're not victims, they're violent. And some dummies will still use keywords like brainwash or Stockholm syndrome, all because they hate R. Kelly. And also, Azriel is mad because it's now Joycelyn's turn to visit R. Kelly, and 17 is legal in Chicago. Okay, there you go. Which she claimed that she and R. Kelly didn't have relations until 18. Man. Rakita Gasson says, what is that? Is that hammered and screwed? Totally agree with you. Or hit the nail on the head, I guess. Nail on the, I guess. I don't know. Totally agree with you. That's what's up. Let's see. What else we got? Miss Bells, if Joycelyn didn't land a punch, who Azriel wants Az wants her in jail? Why does Az want her in jail? That's what she was trying to say. Right. Set her up to hurt, upset, make R. Kelly case look bad, hate her for standing up for R. Kelly to help sell, get money for her own story she's about to put out there, sneaky, deceiving, plotting, yep. Demon possessed, depraved, mind botched, need to lock her up. Joycelyn, take that TMZ video to judge or to the district attorney, city attorney. Azriel lied on set to set you up, I guess. Let her fall in the hole she dug for you. She probably hacked Joycelyn's account. Hey, look, it's like this. She got hit with the phone and she clearly attacked her by, just didn't go how she hoped because Az got in that AZ when she see TMZ footage. Got in that Az when you see that TMZ footage. And my thing is this. She is damaged. She is, there is a problem with her. That's all I'm saying. These girls need counseling, therapy, but it's not all stemming from R. Kelly, is what I'm definitely trying to make sure that I'm saying. Is he a part of it? Absolutely. Did he help it? Yes, he did. Well, didn't help it, but made it worse. Yes, he did. But these girls were damaged and they had problems way before then. So it's not all his fault. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So just more police resources being wasted on BS. Very true to that. I get you. If this was so concerned, if she was so concerned, she would have got off IG Live and called the cops herself. Right. Right. Entitled little brats. Both need to drop off the earth. That's funny. See the TMZ video. See more on it. Joycelyn needs to show this to the judge. Adriel is sneaky in line. She set this fight up to get, I guess, Joyce jailed. They need to lock her up. Hey, man. Evil Joycelyn says she's a liar. This girl is evil and mentally unstable. Yes, I agree. But she did that for the documentary her daddy putting together. They all need to be in a padded cell. Didn't O.J. Simpson go to jail for stealing his things? They need to play chess behind bars. OJ is a whole different story because OJ he was pissed off. OJ was on some gangster shit. He like y'all motherfuckers gonna give me my shit back or I'm fucking somebody. That's what he was on. But yeah, that's a whole different story. Azriel's trying to upset R. Kelly. She's a sneaky, deceiving, misleading evil demon. Needs somebody to beat her butt till she can't sit down. This is a setup. R. Kelly had some crazy mess to endure with. I wish nobody tell him about this mess. TMZ got a better, more in-depth video of this fight. I'm sure he knows in the scene that like somebody said he even broke his foot, which is rumored, but whatever. Let's see. There go my cousin. Laugh out loud. Love you, man. He was on the live the other night talking shit. Love my cousin too, boy. That's what's up. Let me see if I can pull up some more of this shit. I think I just hit the refresh and then it'll come back down. I think I take a nap. Yeah. Oh, I think I got to keep bringing it down. Then it'll do its thing. Yeah. Nope. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Yeah, it keeps going back to the main thing. I don't know. Let's do this. Because I think if I open this up I'm thinking if I do this in a different browser, it might work better. Better. Let's see here. I'm gonna try the good old not Windows, but we are a little out of sync. Unfortunately, YouTube Studio doesn't work with this browser. Damn, Internet Explorer ain't shit. Let's try Edge. See if that'll work. Close that. Open that up, and let's see if it'll work better here. Edge has gotten a little better, but I don't know why it keeps like doing that thing the way it won't let me scroll all the way down. But we'll see what happens if I do it here, because maybe I can just do it on this one and then it'll just come up a little better. A little better. Yeah. Will it open? Okay. Yep. All right. So I think I can do that there. Oh, let me see if anybody called in. Hell no. See, that's good. That's why I'm glad I didn't do that StreamYard shit neither. Because I was trying to set up the whole StreamYard shit, but it was so hard to do it the way I wanted to do it like this that I was like, wait a minute. I ain't going to try to do that. And then I go through all of that shit and don't nobody call in. So that's good. I'm glad that shit. Yep. I'd have been mad as hell. Yeah. Uh-huh. And then is that it? Yes. The rhythm, the rebel. Without a pause, I'm low in my level. All right, I'm gonna see if it'll work better over here on this one if I can change how that comes up. Because it looks like it like keeps like not letting me see the whole thing. So let's see if that will work. Not true, his wife exposed him. What do you mean by that? You saying say it loud. Say it loud. Say what? Everyone that accuses Kevin Spacey of sexual abuse ends up dead mysteriously. Oh wow. I don't know shit about that. Yeah, the Catholic priest, same thing. Everybody is overlooking all that fuck shit. And you know it was some fuckery going on there. Let's see. All right, now I think I brought them up. Yep, there go the comments. And let's see if it will keep on scrolling. Yeah. Yeah, see, it seems to be working a little bit better here. All right, so I'll just pull this over then and see if that makes a difference. Yeah, because it ain't. It's like it won't add the new shit there. So I'll bring it over here and see if I can see it better here. Yep, there we go. Okay, yeah, because it's steady pulling in the rest of that shit there, and I can see everything. Good, good, good. All right, let's see. Yep, so it's buffering it here, so that's good. So I can keep going. All right, let's see here. Any phone calls? Nope. Good. All right, so yep, we left off with that. They said R. Kelly is broke. All right, I already read that one. And see, this helps too, because I done seen what I done checked off. And yeah, young lady needs rehab. Yep. Scroll. She liked it at first. She's light skinned, didn't land a blow. Scroll it down. Totally agree with you. Okay, that should be getting closer to where we was. Yep. All right. Yeah. Okay. So these were the other ones that I had looked at yesterday because I was trying to go through all that. There go my cousin. All right, for sure. So my underage, here's Ronnie Bop Shop. My underage child couldn't go backstage without me, leave my house, or move in any of that other nonsense because I'm the mother. That what the hell is wrong with these parents? If my child was of age and I was not allowed to see her, the family would be rolling in deep and we would make the news. I don't understand these parents. Absolutely disgusting. I agree 1000%. And that's all I'm saying. It's like, and a lot of people may take what I say as trying to be tough or be a badass. No. I'm not saying that. But being, especially for those of us that are parents, and even if you're not a parent, you think about that relationship or that closest relative that you got, whether it's your mama or your daddy or your brother or your little sister or your little cousin or whatever. Think about how you would feel if somebody was doing something to them that you felt that they didn't want to be done to them and how you would react. That's where I'm coming from with that. When I say, man, I'm pulling up, when I pull out my motherfucking AR-15 and show a motherfucker, I'm pulling up and I'm dropping you niggas, that's all I'm saying is where I'm coming from. Because it's like if somebody was doing some fuck shit like that to my mama or doing some fuck shit like that to my, my cousin or some shit like that, and I knew that they weren't, wanting that, I'm gonna pull up. It was just like even as not a young kid, but as a young man, when I got old enough to where my mom was dating and when she got divorced and was dating other men and stuff, and she would ask me about what I thought about her dating other men and me and her possibly getting married again. I told my mom, I said, Mama, I said, I don't need to know the details of any of your relationship. You're a grown woman. You do what you want to do. I said, any man that you like well enough to where you want him to meet me and meet my brother and sister, I'm okay with that. I'm only going to tell him a couple of things. I'm going to say, hey, man, nice to meet you. If you make my mama cry, I'm going to make you cry. If you hurt my mama, I'm going to bury you. Don't do shit to my mama that you think would offend me because I'm going to fuck you up if you do. And that's it. Other than that, man, you cool. Have at it. You can sit down at the table. You can cook your dinner. Y'all can do whatever y'all do. That's what it is. It's not, I don't need to be in the intimate details of what y'all do. I don't need to try to do it. You do anything fucked up to my mama, I'm going to fuck you up. That's it. That's just because of how I feel about my mama. It's the same thing. So it's like if somebody's going to do that, if I'm going to feel that way about my mama, the woman who gave birth to me, I'm going to think that about my daughter. I'm going to think that about my son. I'm going to think that about my daddy. Motherfucker, you do some fuck shit to my daddy, I'm going to fuck you up too. It is what it's a no-brainer. So it's like I don't understand why people would. It's not a thing about being a badass. It's about being, well, hey, when it comes to your family and your loved ones, you got to stand up for them at all costs. That's all I'm saying. But my underage, right? I just gotta say, Johnny Cash's first wife was 2 years younger than him, and his second wife was older than him. I think you're thinking about Elvis. But wait, I thought Johnny Cash married a girl that wasn't legal too. I thought he married an underage girl. I could be wrong about that. I don't know if somebody want to Google it or whatever, or correct me if I'm wrong. But and if Jennifer Vengerberg is right, then hey, I apologize. But I was under the impression that the girl that Johnny Cash was with, she may have been 2 years younger than him, but I thought Johnny Cash was young at that time too, and she was like underage. I don't know if she was like 16 or something like that, or 14 or whatever, but that's what I thought. That's what I was under the impression of. But I'm sure somebody will Google it and research it real quick and let us know. Auntie Nisi, all 100s, that's what's up. And Michelle Colbray said, I don't understand why Afro ethnic men, especially U.S. American, especially us American, I guess he's saying, are always thrown under the bus and the fucking scapegoats, I guess. What Arabs, Asians, Europeans of different ethnicities, heritages, and cultures not targeted for this shit? Once again, why nobody talking Mary Kay Latour, who was fucking that Asian Islander when she was a teacher, how they forgiven her, but not Bill Cosby nor R. Kelly? Once again, why nobody talking about Asia Argento? Absolutely. And women who do it to young boys, or men who sexually rape and harass. Where is the true equality at? I agree 1000%. Because my thing is this, I don't even know about that Mary Kay Latour. I don't know about her. But right, 17. So Faye Lee is saying that Johnny Cash was 17. So if he was 17, she was 2 years younger. She 15. Jennifer. All right, moving right along though, back to what Michelle was talking about. If that's the case, why, if they want equality, and that's why I always throw out this whole female supremacy. That's what I call this shit. Like people talk about white supremacy, I call this whole feminine movement, Me Too movement, it's all female supremacy. Females want to oppress men. They want men to suffer, and they want men to be subservient to them. That's what it is. You want to destroy men. You want to have power over men. Women are in this movement shit, they want to be able to control men directly and indirectly. Having a bunch of you can't say, you can't do, and you can't make me feels, it's oppression. It is. Just like when you go over to Korea, North Korea, South Korea, where Kim Jong-un is. You go over there, it's shit you can't say. Fuck the shit you can't do. It's shit you can't say. And they got that shit as law. And if you say it, you're going to get fucking locked up or you're going to get fucking killed. That's oppression. Plain and simple. And women are trying to get this shit to that point, to where we can't do anything that makes them feel offended, makes them feel bad, shamed, or anything. That is not equality. That is oppression. The minute you start telling me what I can and can't say, you are oppressing me. Plain and simple. The minute you tell me that what I do makes you feel a certain way, I'm not physically doing shit to you, you are oppressing me. We should be able to say whatever the fuck we want. We should be able to do whatever the fuck we want as long as it's not physically hurting another person. If I ain't putting my hands on you, if I'm not hitting your ass, if I'm not in your personal space, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, say whatever I want to say, live how I want to live, play how I want to play. Like MC Hammer say, it's the Addams family. That's how it should be. And the fact that it's not, I'm telling you, it's the beginning phases of oppression, hate speech. What the fuck is hate speech? What the fuck is hate speech? It's all about a feeling. What I feel is hate speech one day could be different from the next. I feel when you say it in 1991 that it's not hate speech, but in 1996, I feel that it is hate speech. That's a person talking about their fucking feelings and they making that shit law. There's a difference between hate speech and hate crime. Hate crime It's saying, I'm going to do this shit against you because I hate the way you look. I'm doing something physically to your ass. There's a difference. Hate speech is bullshit. It is the opening and the beginning stages of full-on oppression. And if we don't start correcting this shit now, we're going to look up and we're going to be like North Korea. We're going to look up and we're going to be like fucking Russia. We're going to look up and we're going to be like fucking China. That's why is it that you have all of these people saying this shit? We can't say, but and on one hand, and the other hand, they said he doing what? We need to take this shit that you take your guns. We need to take away your rights. We need to minimize this. We need to regulate that. Everything that you would normally have rights to do, we need to regulate it or take it away altogether until it's not existent anymore. You know how Hitler got away with the shit he got away with? He disarmed the fucking country first. Look at fucking Venezuela. Disarmed. Getting shot by their own military that they paying for. Ain't that some fuck shit? That's oppression. KRS-One. Yeah, that shit was funny. R. Kelly had his girls eat his poop. He will never leave prison. He will die there. That's some I thumbs down that shit. That was stupid. This is off topic, but your mug is everything I want for my water. Talking about my water jug. That's what's up. Love your style, but haha. Love your style, haha, man. You're funny. Thank you, Bernadette. Appreciate it. Nah, shut up. Hugh Hefner was a totally different story. Right. This the one that said that. He was paying the girls. They had contracts. They weren't shoving shite up his arse for fun. It was all business. I don't really know why they went after R. Kelly now for pissing in the kid's mouth, but now that alone should have taken him down. He in wing un. I don't know what the fuck that part means. Can't write. But Hugh Hefner, I'm not talking about the girls that was in the centerfold that was getting paid. I'm talking about the girls that were just living at the mansion, hoping to get discovered by some producer, some manager, some executive or whatever. I don't believe that all of those girls that were there were getting paid because they weren't. The girls that were serving motherfuckers at parties and shit like that, they might have been getting some change, but they weren't just there doing that. Those girls were getting paid for fucking. I believe that. I definitely believe that. But it is what it is. Pissing in a kid's mouth, he should go to jail for that shit. That shit was illegal. That girl was fucking 14. So, matter of fact, I disagree with your comment. So let me put that there. But nah, that girl was fucking 14. He was fucking her, pissing on her, whatever the case may be. Even if she wanted to do it, she's too young to consent. She ain't even, that girl wouldn't have even been chasing R. Kelly because she didn't even have means to go see R. Kelly. She was served up by her auntie and her mama and her daddy because they was all getting access to R. Kelly. That's just the fact. I'm sorry that people, I'm drawing the line there. Now, some 15, 16, 17-year-old girl leaving school, lying to their parents and all that shit, was molested and raped already and all that. That's different. This girl right here was served up. Talking about she was a rap artist and she at the studio. Here's the thing. The girl was 14 and her parents was taking her to the studio and leaving her there by herself with this man. Who do that? Girl in 8th grade in grammar school, in elementary school. I know motherfuckers don't say grammar school, but I do. We do in the north, in the city. Just saying. I don't know what that means. Cartwheels, yeah. And then Serena, how would these parents think R. Kelly's promises will come about since they knew about prior allegations? Exactly. I don't get that at all. At all. They all knew, and it's a proven fact. R. Kelly ain't helped the career of no other unknown artist. The only one he done put on is Aaliyah. That's it. And Aaliyah was eventually going to be on her way one way or the other because her daddy and her uncle were record label executives. Well, her uncle was R. Kelly's manager, and her daddy was a record label executive at Blackground. It was inevitable for her. That's all I'm saying. It was inevitable for her. Sparkle, fuck out of here. Selena Johnson, the fuck out of here. All them other K. Michelle, how far back was K. Michelle? And K. Michelle was known before R. Kelly. R. Kelly didn't make her. Talking about motherfuckers that he made stars. A motherfucker that you didn't know. Like, I don't know who this motherfucker is. Had it not been for R. Kelly, I wouldn't have known him. Can't name him. Unless you want to count Sparkle. That's the only other one. And Sparkle was never, in my opinion, a fucking star. She just wasn't. She had a song. She had a few songs out, was in his videos, but she wasn't a star. If I'm not correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, K. Michelle, I don't believe that K. Michelle was discovered by R. Kelly. Changing Faces, how many hits did Changing Faces have? Matter of fact, I can tell you how many hits Changing Faces had. I can tell you how many they had. Exactly. You don't know none of these fucking songs. Man. I've typed in Billboard with my dumb ass. 3. I'm sorry. 2. 1 in 96, I Got Somebody Else. I don't even remember that goddamn song. And that motherfucker hit 123. And then they hit song, let's see. Oh, shit. I went off the goddamn thing. All Night. Changing Face. All Night. Is that it? On. Is that them? On and on. Is that the same damn group? That ain't they song. That's not right. What the fuck was they song? That ain't they goddamn song. Yes, I Don't Mind. That's what it is. That way, hold on. Stroke You Up. That's they fucking song. That's they fucking song. All that other shit they had up there, motherfuckers didn't know shit about that. That shit went to number 3. 1 hit. Yes. And then motherfucking, what they had one more. I can't remember the name of the shit though. That shit was they song. Do you mind if I stroke you up? I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. That was they goddamn song. Let me see if they got another one on here. That was 1994. Oh, this other song, Get Out. I don't remember that shit. But yeah. There you go. And that hit number 8. Get Out. Yeah, okay. I don't even remember how that shit go. Is the name. Yeah, there you go. Them hoes had 2 hits. Album wasn't a hit. We talking about singles. We talking about the singles. That motherfucker, and that was it. Them whole R. Kelly wasn't putting motherfuckers on. I'm telling y'all. These motherfuckers ain't, and what they do after that? Not a goddamn thing. Thank you. They could sing, but not star quality. That's all I'm saying. I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying he wasn't the catalyst for these motherfuckers being stars. Like, you see them hoes today, you ain't gonna know them if you saw them in the airport. You saw them hoes 10 years ago, you wouldn't know them in the airport. 20 years ago, you wouldn't know them. Them bitches ain't did shit else in their whole motherfucking life. You would not know these hoes if you saw them today. Would you recognize Aaliyah? Yes. You'd recognize the shit out of Aaliyah. Let me move this shit over here. I'm tired of my neck going over there. I don't know what the fuck it is. Maybe I slept that wrong this early when I took a nap. I had to switch sides. Shit. Yeah. But all I'm saying is you would not recognize Changing Faces today. You wouldn't recognize their ass 10 years ago. You wouldn't have recognized them bitches back in the last time. And these hoes had a single out in 2013. I just call them hoes, but they ain't hoes. Might have been hoes, but they're not hoes. Mr. Biggs, that's Ron Isley. Ron Isley was a star, is a star, to this day. So Mr. Biggs is good. He worked with him. He worked with Michael Jackson. He worked with all these other motherfuckers. He didn't make them. And yes, Snatcher, he wrote for thousands of motherfuckers. He wrote for motherfucking what's the white lady that's in fucking Vegas right now? Oh shit. I should know it. Not Barbara Streisand, but the other one. Huge fucking star. Icon. Jesus Christ. What is her name? I should know this. The older white lady that's in whatchamacallit in Vegas. She's tenured in Vegas right now doing a show. She has a show in Vegas right now. Huge fucking star. He wrote songs. Celine Dion, yes. There you go. Thank you. But yeah, them motherfucking stars he worked with. These motherfuckers, you ain't never heard shit else from Changing Faces. And not one song they did after the song he was fucking on ever went big. Not nan one of the other songs went big that he's done that he wasn't even on. So they had no star power. They had no star quality. That's all I'm saying. They had talent and they could sing. I ain't hating on them for that. But they didn't do hit type shits. They weren't stars. They just weren't. Them motherfuckers can't walk into the Grammys and get in. They gonna be like, bitch, where your ticket? Who are you? Who? That's what they gonna do. All right, let's keep it moving. I believe she was telling the truth about being molested, hence her behavior and numbness. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know. But all them hoes was probably molested or whatever at some point. Since I'm not a pedophile, I will have a big problem if someone offered me a 13-year-old kid for cash. Just say no. The girls have been brainwashed. See, it's like this, and I was talking with my brother Easy about this the other day. When you look at the fact of what he did, got it, check. Crime, check. Criminal, yup. Let's look at the way he did it. And then when he got caught, do y'all realize this nigga almost went to jail? Had that girl testified that first time, had the parents testified, he would have went to jail. His life was on the line then. Do you realize that during his trial, the 16-year-old girl that was going to his fucking court dates and skipping school and her mama and all that, she was lying to her mama to get there and all that shit? Do you realize that he started with her as he was going through the trial? By the time the trial ended, them motherfuckers was seeing each other. So the shit he was in being put on trial for, he was so fucked up in the head that he was actually fucking around with another one to do the same exact shit. Yes, it's dumb, but it also shows the level of sickness that you have. That's what I'm trying to explain to people. That's why I say he's a victim. He ain't just a nigga out here that just fucking young hoes. Imagine how much you gotta be willing to put online. He was taping the shit, y'all. Who does that? That's like a drug dealer vlogging his motherfucking life. I ain't putting it out there though, but I'm recording me buying dope, cooking dope, selling dope, delivering dope, picking up dope. Who does that? That nigga has a serious mental illness. He suffered a trauma and hasn't recovered from it. Yes, it is like an addiction. Thank you. The problem is that he was so talented that motherfuckers would rather exploit him and not help him than to try to actually get help for him. He was a fucking hit factory for 30 years. That's all I'm saying. It's just like when motherfuckers was listening to Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye, one of the greatest voices of all time, was beating the dog shit out of Tammy Terrell. Nobody said shit, did they? Why? Because he was fucking Marvin Gaye. And he'd probably still be beating the shit out of Tammy Terrell if his daddy wouldn't have popped his ass. That's what I'm telling you, people. There is a certain dysfunction and a sickness in people that do shit like that. And we don't want to acknowledge it or even say, hey, this person could possibly be, fucked up in the head. Let's try to fix. They won't even do that. They won't even say anything about it when the upside is money. Just like how they let Whitney Houston kill herself. Thank you. Whitney Houston killed herself and they watched her do it. Why? Because they were more concerned about the money than they were about the person. She's going to be more valuable to us making the hit she's making, and even if she dies, we still going to get paid more money than we would trying to help this bitch. Because this bitch might get a conscience and might stop making music. Whitney Houston go gospel, be great for gospel, but it ain't going to be great for that bottom line in R&B. We don't want her to get woke. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You speaking real facts, applauding you. Thank you. That I am. Yes, he is. Appreciate it. We need the 12-play Redman edition. Boy, I tell you, that was fun. This is true. Agree 1,000%, especially when he came to have footage of them speaking with her about having sex with him in their first fake intervention. Who records a family crisis? They are opportunists. Yes. Is R. Kelly a deviant? Yes. And so are they. Agree. Been the wrong dude. Yes, been with the wrong dude for years. Finally just got fed up. Yes, been with the wrong dude for years. Finally just got fed up. I don't know what the hell that meant. Sandpaper as tissue. Oh, yeah, I remember that. YouTube is starting to do the most. Oh, I think that's when my shit got cut off. Yep. To hell with what you've ever heard. The love for a father is supreme, superior, prominent, and the most dominant over everything. Yes, sir. Agree with you. They went looking for fame and money, but got STDs and starved. Yep. Anybody notice the cameraman was filming Joycelyn Savage's sister's cleavage? I don't know. Lifetime, some of the staff need to be called into question. Yeah, I saw that shit too. The only reason I'm pressing through your fucked up here we go, is because I missed this on TV and want to see the episode. Why the fuck wouldn't you just go and Google the shit? They're still young. Like, what the fuck? It's still pedophilia. Nobody is questioning that. And if you wanted to watch the show, motherfucker, you could have went and Googled the shit or get your ass a DVR with your broke ass. But that's neither here nor there. Yes, I'm petty. But I'm just saying, if it's not pedophilia because these girls weren't prepubescent. That means they had already gone through puberty. Plain and simple. So the problem is, it is a crime. Focus on the crime and prosecute the crime. Don't try to add on shit like sex slave. Don't try to make it seem like it's a crime to have a woman tied up, or I mean not tied up, but submissive. Let you know what every move they make, every step they take, because you'll be watching them. That's willingness. Those hoes weren't held against their will. Don't make it seem like they did. And that's my problem with what this whole narrative is about what he's doing. So hey Brian, have you considered submitting a patent for the phrase "fuck out of my face" on the internet? Such a phrase may be something that could pop into the profits if in a said digital age. I don't know how to do that. If somebody knows how to do that, shoot me an email and let me know what to do to actually patent a phrase, because I don't know how to do it. I never looked into it. Lastly, thanks for the content series breakdown, and thank you for being a prime example of a functional father and an advocate for firearms and concealed carry. That's what's up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, buddy. Because I sure the hell am. I be watching this shit after this, bro. No cap. He be speaking facts like great dad tips and shit. I really fuck with the YouTuber. Thanks, Solo Man. Appreciate it. Trying to put your damn music in my damn feed, though. You bogus as hell for that, player. But anyway, Richard Bay. Haven't heard that in a long time, right? I think of these girls. Yep. Wanted something, they would have been out. Yep. All right. Monica says, okay. Re-victimized person is still a victim. A re-victimized person is still a victim. I get that, Christina Redmond. I don't know if I'm related to you or not, but yeah, I don't know what you were saying, but there we go. It's all about the jury decision. You know what, he go to jail for his life. All right, let's see here. I wonder if I can go to the videos and then see the comments in the videos. I wonder if it'll let me do that. I wonder if it'll let me do that. Yeah, because I think, oh shit, here this shit go. All right, let me go back to this and then see if it'll let me see it there. Because I know on that big video is where it was a lot of fucking drama and shit on it. Yep. Oh, wait, let me minimize this shit. There we go. Jesus Christ. Yeah, there we go. I think I can do it this way. All right. Go back up here and go here. Yep. All right. Yeah, there we go. I can get to it now. Get to it now, there now. All right. Newest first. Yeah. Okay. Yep, that's where you can see all the fuck shit. That's what I'm talking about. The meat and potatoes. There we go. Scroll on down. Scroll on down. Yes. This is where I was going the fuck off. And it was other people actually, I didn't even realize it, but it was other people getting into it with motherfuckers that was on here. I mean, motherfuckers was arguing. Yeah, buddy, there it is. There it is. There it is. Yep. All right. So let's do this. Let's just start here. Let's say it for the people in the back. Pamela Bass said, regardless of who, how, what, when, the victims are victims and they're and are just that. And motherfuckers didn't like none of that part. So let's go ahead and read that. You have people say, that's right. I just subscribed. You was trying to find someone to make a scene, scene. I don't get that, what that was. CJ Gull was like, very eye-opening, interesting show. So glad to hear the actual truth being spoken. These girls are making it difficult for actual victims. Great breakdown. That's what's up. Thank you. And then CJ Gunn, believe me when I say this has nothing to do with actual real victims. Yes. Very true. Right? Yeah. Where is the pictures of black eyes and bruises? Why they had cell phones and didn't call the police that time? Because they're liars. Hey, man. And that's just the reality of it. You have to acknowledge that part. If he wasn't forcibly holding these people against their will, you can't say, oh, they was this and he did that to them. He didn't. Ready Red says, I just love your platform. You're the real one. Telling it just like it is. I view this R. Kelly situation just as you. When I get my channel organized to live stream, I'm going to keep it real. Thank you for allowing me to view and comment on your platform. That's what's up. Yeah, buddy. Let's see here. It's weird that they are willing went on this man after hearing the story since the 90s. Yup, exactly. People knew and heard this shit already. Easiest thought you would think of anyone would do until it happens to you. And it's like the underage girls were victims. And then he was the abuser. That's why he's sitting in jail cell right now, awaiting to be tried and will be convicted and sentenced to prison very soon because no one believed them. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. All because they feel they can get money. Yep. I seriously want to curse you out. Why? It's crazy how you feel right into the trap, blaming these women being victims. Just sick, shaking my head. Y'all brainwashed and jealous. Have a wonderful Thursday, ma'am. I like the way you responded. Chandel Crockett, grow up, ma'am. Have a good 2020. Best version, be the best version of yourself. Oh man. Oh yeah, I'm subscribing to you. Good job. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's what's up. New subscriber, Jack. All right, let's see. This shit here is long as hell. If a 14-year-old kills someone, they will be tried as an adult. but when they have sex with an adult, it's a crime. I'm not condoning no one breaking the law, messing with kids. I'm just saying double standards. Point taken. I get that. I get that. You got me rolling over here. The R. Kelly trolls hate those white women so bad they even started a petition to get them fired from their jobs. Wow, the two white girls that was talking on the thing, I could believe that. They're not victims at all. Quintina Blades said they're not victims at all. They all went back more than once or twice. There has been there. Then here it is 25, 30 years later. Exactly. Just like with Bill Cosby. Same exact thing. Like, man, you can't be no victim 30 years later. Heck, it started with Bill Cosby, man. You late. They passing laws saying trap the melanin males. Wake up, everybody. It's time to stop sleeping. Another good guy. Another good live, my guy. What is your sign, man? My sign. I don't know, like my motherfucking zodiac sign? God damn. Hell no. Let's see here. Aaliyah's parents was wrong for blackmailing him, though they was in it too. The mama was screwing him too. I heard that, but I don't know about the mama. Could it be? Possibly, because that dude was a fucking a huge star there. I'm just saying, he was. He really was, and they had access to this nigga because his uncle was his manager. And even if it was, it wouldn't have mattered. Her mama was grown as fuck. It's like, I don't even care about that. All I'm saying is the fact that they took the money. You take the money, keep your fucking mouth shut. It is what it is. If you don't want the money, then go ahead and press the charges. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, come on here now. Then it's like, let's see what else we got here. So do you feel like there's no victims? Do you feel like he's innocent? Just two questions. Thanks. I will answer on the next breakdown video. So I don't feel that he's innocent. I've said that from the beginning. He is not innocent. What I do feel is that they are all in some shape, form, or fashion victims, and it's not all his fault. That's what I'm getting at in this whole thing. They are, and the reason why the media is not saying this, the reason why this isn't being portrayed as such, is because if they do, then they can't fucking take them, burn them at the stake. That's the problem. If they are literally being fair and are saying that he's a victim because of his abuse, those girls are victims because of their abuse before R. Kelly and during and after, then you can't crucify him at the stake. You can't burn him. That's why they won't allow that. That's why they won't say it. They just make it seem like he's this mastermind, sick motherfucker that just doing this because he's pure evil. And that's not the case. Because if a woman did the same thing, well, hell, a woman did do the same thing, like Asia Argento. Nobody said nothing to her. Nobody's prosecuted her. Nobody's done anything. She did the same exact shit she accused Harvey Weinstein of. Harvey Weinstein's being prosecuted, but she's not. Somebody tell me why. Nobody can. Nobody has, and nobody fucking will. Because there is no fucking right answer to that. There is no justified answer to that. Motherfuckers are literally quiet. Hey, how come nobody's going after Asia Argento? Crickets. That's all you hear. That's all you hear. So it's like, that's my point to this. That is my point to this. So fake Rogers was 19 years old when she met R. Kelly, but she's a victim some kind of way. And we're not even talking about the grown women. Why are they even interviewing the grown women? Why is anybody interviewing them? You were grown. You were 19 when you met R. Kelly. You were 20 when you met R. Kelly. What's your point? If he did anything to you, you should have went to the police physically. Other than that, you did all the shit willingly. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let me see if I can find some more of this fuck shit before we get out of here. Take a chance to look at the marriage certificate. Yeah. Have you had a chance to take a look at that marriage certificate? It looks kind of janky. Pay close attention to where the info is. It has dark spots around it. It's questionable to say the least. Look, I don't have to see it now because I saw it when they put the shit in the fucking newspaper back in Chicago, back when the shit happened. There were plenty of people that saw the physical document that had no interest in fucking up R. Kelly's life one way or the other. There were radio show hosts that said, yes, we looking at it right now. We looking at a copy of it right now. He did the shit. And if he didn't do the shit, he wouldn't have signed away his publishing for them goddamn to her fucking parents. He wouldn't have did it. So it can look sketchy all you want. He signed the shit off because he did the shit. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Anyone that messed with him after 2003 or 2003, 18 and over isn't a victim. I agree 1,000%. Exactly. Because they knew without a doubt what it was. Even if you wanted to be the guy that was, hey, guilty and proven until proven innocent. I mean, innocent until proven guilty. Yep, you could have said that. But once you heard this shit, you knew what it was. It's fake and they didn't do a blood test. It didn't matter. And back then, you didn't have to do a mandatory blood test back then. Them motherfuckers got married. He wanted to marry her. Plain and simple. She did the shit. The manager even set the shit up. It wasn't a fake. They annulled the marriage. I don't know. I mean, absolved the marriage. I don't know what else is there. If he didn't marry her and it was fake, why would he sign over his publishing? Explain that to me, Kale's Nation Sandra. Undeniably R&B king. Yep, he is the R&B king. But tell me that. Tell me why he would sign over and if you want to call in, the number's still there. It's only a little bit of time left. You can definitely do that and explain it to me. Tell me why he signed over his publishing if it was all fake. Aaliyah had to say that she didn't marry him. Because then if she would have said it, then it would have been, oh, we got to press charges now. That's why they denied it. That's why the parents deny it. Because they can't say, well, if we do this, then we got to admit it. Then they can prosecute him. They didn't want to prosecute him. The whole purpose of him doing that was so that they would not, and it wouldn't ruin Aaliyah's career. They wanted her career because it would have overshadowed her career, her marrying him and it being legal. It was a talk for a good while, and because neither side was admitting to it, that's why they were saying no. That's why it died down. And the prosecutors couldn't do anything about it because they really didn't want to do nothing about it. So that shit didn't matter. So it's like he signed. Oh, so you don't know. So the 12 play album, that publishing the rights to that album, the music, the checks that come from that album had been signed over to Aaliyah's parents. Yes. That's why Aaliyah's parents didn't press charges for him statutory raping her. That's why the parents didn't press charges for him illegally marrying her, forging the documents. That's why. And they wouldn't cooperate with the police because they got paid. So you think back to the hits from 12 play. Think about the sale. 12 play sold over 10 million easy. And that back then, that was CDs costing motherfucking $19.95 going platinum in. That was millions of dollars on the table. Tens of millions of dollars on the table. Oh, wow. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, man. Let's see. Keep it moving. For effect. So that was, what about the victim before 2003? Yeah, I get that. Back in the 80s and 90s, before this was all really out, who would be able to blame them? You mean to tell me that if your child go to school or the store and 10 years ago, she finally tells you my teacher is a man and she was touching her, what would you do or say today as a mother or to now 23-year-old daughter? Oh, well, it happened. Then you should have told me, you don't care. Oh, so she's saying that if you went ahead and you did, if it happened to your daughter and it happened some years later, they came out and told the truth about it, then they would say that what would you want to do? Then if it happened then, and my daughter, if so, yeah, I get it. So Latrice said if it happened before the 2003 thing, and then your daughter finally came out and told their story about it, then yes, it's statutory rape. And I'm saying in that instance, absolutely go get it. Absolutely go prosecute. Absolutely do that. I'm totally for that altogether. But once you found out, it shouldn't have happened no more. That's all I'm saying. It shouldn't have happened anymore. So yeah, I would be pissed off if it happened to my daughter then. And if my daughter wasn't complicit in doing it, I would definitely be upset. If she was lying to me, telling me she was going to her friend's house and sneaking off and running off and doing that, that's totally different. That's totally different. That's totally different. It's like that's a whole different ball game. So if I'm reading that correctly, that's why I agree with you on that. But let's see what else. Get me over here laughing hard. Let me see how much time is left because I did not want to go over my time. Let's see. Why has no one done an interview with R. Kelly's sister? I don't understand that. I don't understand why and maybe she's just like totally staying out of the limelight, just totally disappearing, not saying shit. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. But why ain't nobody camping out in front of her house trying to find her, trying to get her to tell her story? I do not know. I do not know. I don't understand why that is. Because she is a huge piece to this. And they say now she's like, I think her brother said some shit like now she's really into church and all that kind of stuff. And she even got a church. I don't know, but they saying she's like super saved, and all of that. It's like, I don't know. I don't know why she hasn't been put in this. I just, man, it beats the shit out of me. But I think she definitely should be. I think there definitely should be somebody to like hear her story, hear what she got to say. I don't know, but I would imagine even from her perspective that she was abused at some point. For her to do what she did to her brothers, there had to have been something wrong with her. There had to have been something that happened to her to do that. But it was over a lot of people. The Silk H-Town, Blackstreet. All right, you got that Rockmine, Dickie Crew, I'm hollering. Oh, Dickie, the Quint Dickie. No one needs to hear what your thoughts are. Just play the damn video. Just play the video. You're not that important. And it's like people was making responses like this. And it's like, dude, it's a commentary. It's on my channel. Why wouldn't I just say that? Why wouldn't I do that? Why wouldn't I do that part? I don't understand that. That shit was crazy, man. Let's see. Then you are right. I am a real victim. These girls are lying. You are so right. Real victim. And these girls are lying. How dare you know? Oh, this is the same person in the chat. That's what's up. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Let me read this. All right. You are so right. How dare you know they are lying, stupid ass bitch. What? Oh, wait, this is somebody responding to her. Oh, I got it. Stupid ass bitch lying, not victim, not lying. No real victim heart would be so cold towards another victim. And see, this is my thing that I don't get. It's like, and she's right on this. Kale's Nation, Sandra is right. There is lying going on. There is a full story not being told. And they're controlling the narrative to say this part about this person, but they're not telling the whole story like they do when it's a female that's involved. They're not telling the whole story about an Asia Argento. They're not telling the whole story. And even when they hear the whole story about a Centoya Brown, what do? Centoya Brown killed a man in cold blood while he was sleeping. And she said that she was abused. And what did they do? She needs to get let out of jail. And they granted the bitch clemency. Where's the full story there? Where is the part that says, hey, look, this was wrong what she did. Why are we trying to free her? So she just gets to kill somebody and say she was abused and that's it? The man didn't lay a finger on her. He did not sexually assault her at all. He was trying to pay for some pussy. She told him she didn't want to fuck that night. He was like, cool, I'm going to go to bed. We can fuck in the morning or whatever. She then pulls out a 40 caliber pistol, shoots him in the back of the head while he's sleeping. And then she takes all of his shit, cars, money, his car, his money, his guns. And then she go back and hook up with her pimp. Why would she be out of jail? Why would she be out of jail? But everybody wants to say she's a victim. Okay, she was abused. Okay, why can't the same thing apply to Kells? He was a victim. He was abused. Why can't he be absolved? Because you don't want to. Because he's a man. He's famous. That's it. That's it. It's like that woman should be locked the fuck up serving her time. Come serving the rest of her time. She should be. But they got her free because Kanye West's wife, what's her name? I forgot her name. Rihanna, T.I., and a bunch of other fucking celebrities started speaking out for that shit. There you go. It's crazy, man. All right, but Bobby Christina, he don't own his master. He don't own his master. This is why he's in jail. He was going after his library from RCA. He couldn't read, so them not knowing him. Yeah. Hey, and look, you know who facilitated him not having his masters? His old manager. That's why he not there. Aaliyah's uncle is the one that facilitated all of that shit. And everybody's getting paid off of that shit but him. Point proven. All right, keep it going. But Bobby Christina's boyfriend was guilty for putting something in her drink. He was supposed to pay the estate $36 million, which they would have got even if he had lived. Bobby Christina's boy. I don't remember what I said about that. But okay. I'm not even halfway through this, and I so agree with you. Thank you. Good interview. Russell Simmons started dating Kimora when she was 16. Bow. And he made her a household name in the hip-hop industry, and there's many more that have done it. Nobody has forced these women into sex. Man, I'm telling you, man. Then somebody put up here clickbait. I'm like, clickbait how? Like, get the fuck out of here. I did a 4-hour commentary about this. Why would you think that's clickbait? And I put in it, you can see right there, Surviving R. Kelly Part 2, The Reckoning. It hasn't stopped. Episode 1, breakdown. Why the fuck would you think it's anything else but that? Whatever. Can he just play it through? I didn't come for his commentary. I came for the full episode. Like you got a whole extra 3 hours of you. You got a whole extra 3 hours you talking for. Exactly. The show was an hour long. My show was 4 hours long. Motherfucker, it's called a commentary, sir. This was the Chimera that put that up there. It's called commentary, sir. I'm supposed to talk. If you just wanted to watch the show, then go to the TV channel and watch it there. It clearly states breakdown in the title. Next time read. Motherfucker. Like my own shit. I'm only 49 minutes in and I'm dying laughing. I'm sorry that I ever came across your channel. I'm sorry you did too. Goodbye. I just wanted the guy to stop chatting shit so I can watch. It's called a commentary, sir. I'm supposed, look at me, I fucked up. I was so motherfucking heated then. I'm supposed to talk. If you just wanted to watch the show, then go to the TV channel and watch it there. It clearly states breakdown in the title. Next time read. And then it says, wow, do you ever shut the fuck up? I said, you're a fucking dumbass. No one shuts up when doing a comment. No one shuts up when doing a commentary. Exactly. That shit is wild. Let's see. All right. Amani Sidoni said, hey, you talk too much. We don't want to hear you lose viewers like that. Just like that for real. Just play the video. And I put on here, hey, you need to know, like I'm doing an A back to her. Hey, you need to learn what a breakdown is, sir. I got that from Tommy. You need to know what a breakdown is, sir. It's a commentary, not a replay of the show. I put breakdown in the title for a specific reason. If you want to watch the show or any show, or any show for that matter, uninterrupted, then go to that network's channel or website and do so. I can't believe how many people don't know what a commentary is supposed to be. Oh my God. Then this person put relationship rehab. I am a woman. Stupid bitch. So I don't know if you try to be funny or what, but let's not do that here. Bitch, it's my channel. What the hell are you talking about? Then at the relationship rehab, you still didn't have to talk as much as you did. You took forever to get to the gold part. Like you ain't talking about nothing we ain't already been saying. Okay, then why not just stop watching? Like, what the fuck? This is like the shit that I was seeing, like doing the whole thing, and it was just pissing me off, man. It wasn't pissing me off, but it was just funny as fuck because I didn't understand how people was just, man, saying the shit they were saying. Then it's like Toys for Tots saying it still gives him no right to abuse women, starve them, control them, manipulate them. He is sick and needs help. He was raped until the age of 14 by a man. I don't know about a man, and I know about possibly a man may have touched him or something, but I know it was his sister doing a lot of the work. Y'all just as crazy for not seeing a problem. And here's what I say to that, Toys for Tots. There are people who literally like to be spanked, like to be whipped, like to be flogged. Is it flogging? Yeah, flogged. There are people who like to be told when to eat. They like to have pain inflicted upon them. They like to be controlled. They like to be told what to do and when to do it. There are plenty of people that live that lifestyle. Look it up on the internet. It's called S&M. Or is it BDSM or S&M, some shit like that. But look it up. It's not a crime. So there are people who literally like to be abused to where they have bruises. There are people who like to get their nuts stomped. There are people who like to get what do they call those things? Those little clamps put on their bodies, their nipples and all that shit. Clearly, there are people who like to do this. They like the pain. So that's not a crime. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, it does actually give them the right because they consented to it. They wanted to do the shit. And they were not held against their will. So it is what it is. Let's see. Asante don't give a fuck about her. Everybody know about that bullshit she was on. All right, then here it goes. Somebody says you are very let me check time here. Where am I at? This guy. Oh, hold up. I got somebody on the line. Let me see if I can let them in. Hold on. We're going to stop the press. Let's unmute. Is that what I need to do? Oh, nope. There we go. Make them live. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I wish you to put it in the chat or something before to let me know.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure they can hear you. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure they can hear you. Can you guys hear the caller? Oh, no. They can't hear you because I haven't put you in yet. Hold on. All right. Can you go ahead and say something now just to test so I can make sure that they can hear?
Yes. Test.
Okay. All right, cool. So
Can you hear me?
hold on. I can hear you, but I want to make sure that they can. Give me 2 seconds. All right. So can you guys hear her? Just let me know real quick in the chat because I don't want it to get to talking and then you guys say, I can't hear. They go crazy. Too low. Okay, I can turn that up. No problem. All right. There we go.
So if someone said too low, if someone said okay.
Yep, I just turned it up.
All right, I just wanted to say thank you. Okay. I just wanted to say thank you for your common sense approach to this entire thing. I'm a new subscriber of yours and I'm already a fan, but like from the beginning of this whole documentary and this, the Surviving R. Kelly from the first one, I was just so beyond frustrated and I felt like nobody else was seeing the shit for what it was.
Right.
For what it was worth, which was of people who were, like you said, participating in this, and they're really trying to make this man out to be this monster. And then the beauty of him, like I don't believe in that. There's
Right.
like, on a serious note, there are real girls out there who are missing and who are actively missing, and we could be, having talked about that, bringing awareness, but no, they want to make.
All right. I think they can hear you now. Y'all can hear her now, right? They said she's
Okay.
really low. Hold on 1 second.
Can you hear me any better now?
Make sure I got this right. Lord, can't hear. What am I doing wrong? Hold up. That's on and that's on.
Hello.
That's in. Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Any better now or no?
There we go.
Too loud?
Thank you. Very loud and static. All right. Now I can fix that. That ain't no problem. Bam.
Okay. Okay.
Now, is that good?
How about now? I won't take up too much of your.
You getting feedback? Damn it.
Okay.
Damn it. All
I don't know. I'm
looking
looking at the.
We're going to take that out. I'm going to go with the speaker. There we go. Oh, that was good. It was there. Ah! Hold up.
Yeah, that's people are saying it's good. Perfect.
All right, is it good now?
Great now, much better. Is it better now?
Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, no,
Well, I don't know what
so.
they. Yeah,
right,
I see
hello?
a lot of thumbs up in the chat. So
he said, "Damn
Yeah.
it, man."
okay, so I don't know what if anybody was able to hear what I was saying.
I'm sorry,
Or
y'all.
not,
Hey, look, we got to
but
make
I
this show
basically
big
just
enough to
wanted
where I
to
can have a
thank
producer.
you.
Somebody can do this the right way. Other than that, I'm struggling. I'm sorry. I apologize, but I'm struggling, man. Y'all, hold up. Let me move this back over. I'm sorry. Y'all got to forgive me, man. It's just like that. I apologize. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. That's just what it is. There. Can you hear me now? All right. Now I should
can
be able to hear you through this.
But I don't know.
And I should just be able to turn this up and it should be good. All right. Y'all can hear her? Okay.
Hope
right,
I don't know. I don't know. Can they hear me?
And this should be up. I should be able to hear. Yes. Hello. Why can't I hear from the show?
Yeah, I'm here.
Through this feedback, we can hear y'all both. Okay. All right. Let me
They're
see if I can hear
saying
her
yes.
through this.
They're saying yes and good, and I see thumbs up.
Can y'all still hear her? Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
90 seconds. Perfectly.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. So I don't know if anybody was able to hear anything I was saying, but I just basically wanted to call in to thank you for your common sense approach to this and for putting out there another narrative other than just, R. Kelly is this monster, because at the end of the day, he's not. I truly, as a mother of a 14-year-old girl,
60
I feel
seconds.
like there are choices that I obviously would not have made. Now, I feel like if I were to leave, knowing what I know about R. Kelly, my 14-year-old daughter in his presence, I myself should be held accountable for that.
Right.
I should be held accountable.
Exactly.
Just like all these other people should be held accountable. Everybody that was going to get all of these girls, everybody that was going to turn looking the other way, or his wife, don't get me started on her. And there's just so much with this that I feel like people aren't really looking at, like all of the lies that have been exposed with these
10 seconds.
different ones. Asante McGee, her daughter outed her, and her ex, saying that everything that she said was a lie, that she would call in and check on him whenever she wanted, that she was coming home with thousands of dollars.
Right.
Geronda Geronda said she was taking $5,000 a month from him all for years, all
Right.
the way up until she did the documentary.
Yep.
And she's the only one on the documentary that was technically, I think, in Chicago, like underage when she had sex with him, but she admitted she lied to him about her age.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, but more importantly, like I said, there's real issues that people could be making documentaries about, bringing awareness to. I hate that they're doing this, playing this R. Kelly shit out when they could use that time to talk about all of these girls that are really trafficked, that are really missing, that are really, have there's missing posters and their parents don't know where they are, and they're teenage girls. But no, we'd rather hear interviews from the now 30-something girls that chose to go have sex with R. Kelly.
Yep.
So, I mean, I couldn't be more on board with your viewpoint in this. So I don't really have anything to say to debate anything you said. I've actually been like in agreement with everything that you've said. I think he should be held accountable for anything that he did, which was unlawful. But other than that, I mean, I think that he needs to just, they need to leave him alone. And I'm definitely not with the muting him.
And that I guess that was my biggest thing about this too, is like there was so much the narrative that was being portrayed in this whole thing to say, well, they did this and they did that and he did this and he did that, and they were literally trying to make things that weren't illegal, trying to make it seem like he did a bad thing. And it's like that was my biggest thing, and they're just constantly doing it. And then they were bringing forth all of these people who knew what was going on, and now all of a sudden they're on the good side of this. There were people who were actually participating in those acts willingly, for money, for fame, for whatever the case may be, and they were willing participants in that, and now they're on the side of justice and righteousness. It boiled my blood to the point to where y'all knew what this was, and y'all knew what he was doing for years. The adults at the school where he went, at Kenwood, that knew he was showing up and what was going on, knew he was hot. Why y'all got this grown man up in y'all school? I couldn't pull up to the school and be, and I'm not talking about he's sitting outside at the corner. This dude is up in the school, walking around, kicking it. Truck pulled up out front. He partying, listening to music. He was out there like that. And they weren't saying a thing because he had that celebrity aspect. He was a true bona fide celebrity. And it's like he was constantly doing that kind of stuff. You see him at the Rock and Roll McDonald's. You see him with, and there was always those little young girls around him, and nobody said nothing. That was my biggest thing. And now everybody's saying something. Say, yeah, we need to get him. We don't need to let none of his music. It's like, nah, y'all a little bit too late for that. Because that's not the normal thing that y'all do with anybody else. So it's like, just charge him. If you got evidence on him, lock him up. Let's keep it moving. And that's it. We good. But this whole making him responsible for everything, and a bunch of women that he paid off, now they coming forward after the money done ran out, it's crazy. But I want to thank you so much for calling. I wish you would have called in sooner, or I would have saw it. Huh?
Oh, I know. I did. I was on hold for a minute, but it's all good. I'm glad I got to speak to you. But also the non-disclosure agreements. How are they even legally, when they all signed those, able to just disregard them? It's like when it comes to R. Kelly, nothing matters. Forget the fact that some of these females got like $250,000 from him.
Yep.
And then they signed a non-disclosure agreement, but now they're just allowed to talk. I mean, doesn't that break the non-disclosure agreement?
Yeah.
Can't they be whatever?
Yeah, and that's true. And that's true. And I said, I talked about that in one of the other shows. I said, yeah, they can do it because they don't have any money. Because the only thing he can do, he can't lock them up. He can't get them locked up for it. So you sign an NDA, he could sue for the money, but they broke. These hoes are broke. There's nothing he can do. He would spend more money in legal fees, not ever being able to recoup any of the money, and all the while they could be talking. So it's like, it's a catch-22 when you have an NDA with a broke person. You just hope that they would follow the law and they would abide by their agreement that they put. But not in this case. When you broke, when the money
Right.
gets low and the hungriness show, you better watch the fuck out. And that's exactly what happened. These girls saw an opportunity thanks to Lifetime, because if they didn't have the media outlet, then they would just be they would be just talking. They would be on their social medias and that would be it. Because they were nobodies. But the fact that they had Lifetime help them with this, that's what blew it up. That's what blew it up. That's what's gonna get them the
Right.
book deals. That's what's gonna get them the speaking engagements. That's what's gonna get them the TV recognition, put them on the Good Morning Americas. All of that is because they were given a media outlet. That's it. But thank you so much. I appreciate the call. I appreciate you taking the time out to just give us your ideas and your point of view on this. And
Thank
hey,
you.
it's been a pleasure. I appreciate it. I hope next time we get a chance to talk that is doing the show is still going on and we ain't run out of time like we did tonight. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay, no problem.
All
I
right.
appreciate you having me up. Bye.
Thank you. All righty. Let's see if I can. I wonder if it'll let me do this. I'm gonna try to see. There's one more caller on here. I'm gonna see if it'll let me bring him on. Come on. Let's see. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, it worked. Ha! Holy shite. I thought it was gonna cut off. That's awesome. Go ahead, caller. Let me give you the floor. Go ahead.
Yes, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Tell me your thoughts.
My name is Rose. And I just want to say first and utmost, I'm not gonna say I'm not a religious person because I am. I go to church and stuff, but I'm not holier than thou. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anybody bringing God into the situation. I don't see nobody praying for either him or the girls, and that kind of bothers me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, um, just watching it. I can't say that all the girls were lying. I can say some of them were opportunists. But I'm not just gonna say, to put everything off on him either. Because when I first seen, I ain't gonna lie. When I first seen it, when I first watched the first, part one, I was livid. Oh, I was so damn mad at him. I was killing my damn self. And it wasn't even my kids that was involved.
Right.
I have 4 girls. My oldest is 16 years old. So, it was like, oh, I was just so mad at him. But then now that I'm watching it, it's just like, like they were saying, like the sister, like why her ass ain't locked up, or like why is she not coming into the light and speaking or apologizing to her brothers with an S, because it wasn't just him that she was touching; she's touching all of them.
Yep. Yep. And I guess
And
the
that's
biggest
crazy to me.
I guess the biggest thing about that too, I mean, because to me, as a man, as an adult, to see R. Kelly doing some shit like this, it's fucked up. It is, and for people to be fans and to be a fan of his music and to be able to appreciate his music and all of that, it is terrible. It's disappointing. You can say Kelly let us down. He let the city down. Whatever you want to put on him to make it his responsibility that he did this terrible thing. However, we have this as a society where we put all of this responsibility of being a perfect, upstanding individual on anybody that's of any type of stature or anybody that has any type of celebrity or star power, calling them role models and all that kind of stuff. That's not them, because at the end of the day, this dude is a person. And he's a person who just so happened to be extremely talented, musical genius, but he's also been severely damaged. And it's shitty for us as a society and as people to acknowledge that in one particular person or in one particular gender and not to acknowledge it in the other. Because we can see it when it's a woman.
Yeah.
Woman kills her husband and 8 kids and be like, he beat me for 6 days. And I lost my mind and I killed him and my kid. I was depressed and abused. We'll find a way to forgive her and let her live some kind of life, get her some kind of help. We'll do that. But if it's a man, and especially more so if it's a black man, we like, no, nigga, you don't get no pass. And we gonna fry your ass like a chicken. That's what we want to do. We don't want to see any part of him being an actual human being, let alone being one that's suffering because he got money, because he
Yeah,
riding in a Benz, because he got
it,
a Lexus or whatever the case may be. I'm sorry, go ahead.
it's just very clear. He like something is wrong with this man. Like the first
Clearly.
thing saying, I wouldn't even never guess R. Kelly was doing all this, like doing all this. Like when I seen the first one, I'm like, what? I mean, I knew he's a pedophile in some way, with Aaliyah, but this is some next level shit.
Yes.
The stuff that they say he was doing to them, and this is another thing because I don't know if everybody read the book, Sex Me, Daddy's Little Freak. I read a lot of their books. In the book, he stated, and people might not think this stuff is real, but it's real. My family's from Louisiana. It's real. That voodoo shit, that shit is real.
Mm-hmm.
And she said in the book, voodoo is a lady that he had with him, there with her, and she came in the room, she was fine in the room on them while they were having a seance. And she asked the lady, why, because this particular girl, whoever did this book, she was trying to leave him or whatever. And she said they had candles lit. It was a seance. And everybody was thinking that he was making the girls pee and poop in the buckets for being mean. No, that shit was for the voodoo lady.
Wow.
Because she told she was like, had her pee in the cup. And for some reason, because the girl was, this particular girl, she beat him up and everything. She said it in the book. She whooped his ass. And he tried to bring her to the house. She got into it with some other girls, and he pulled her in the room. She whooped his ass. The girls had to pull her off of him. So
yeah.
I don't know who this girl is that wrote this book, but it was her.
Well, I mean, I don't know about the voodoo part of it and the seance part of the thing, but I guess my thing is just from what I do know. Yeah, I have not read the book, but what I do know is just that there is a piece to this that we do know and we've seen other people do in society, and they've gotten a totally different approach and treatment. And that's what I want to bring and challenge us as people to look at, to say, well, hey, if this person is hurting, if this person is suffering, if this person is doing, because I truly believe even if he would have got away like Elvis and got to marry him a 13-year-old girl, and he married Aaliyah and they lived on happily ever after, there still would have been those other girls would have been there. They still would have been the other 14-year. It would have been another 14-year-old. It would have been another 15-year-old girl. It would have still happened because he was a person who was literally damaged to the point to where he was repeating the offense over and over again. He was recording it. He literally couldn't stop.
And they say in court.
Exactly. It's like he could not stop it no matter what. It's gotten to this point. He just had a bunch of people helping him to keep it under wraps, to pay people off, to keep it from hitting all of the headlines. Just like the guy said in the documentary, saying the record label tasked us with going out and buying up all of the copies that we could at the local gas stations, on the corner stores, the bootleg, because the bootleg man was the one who essentially had it. It wasn't like it was in Blockbuster, no crap like that. But the local people who was selling them, they was tasked with going out to buy them to help minimize the damage. Luckily enough for them, when it did happen, the internet wasn't as abundant as it is now, and it couldn't just be uploaded into social media and people could just stream it and share it. Because if that would have happened, it would have been a whole different outcome. But it happened during a time where that whole piece of social media was just starting to bud, just starting to come about. Hell, MySpace wasn't even popping in when that shit happened. So it was just the timing of it to where he was able to actually dodge that bullet along with a bunch of payouts and stuff. There's millions of dollars tied into this, tens of millions of dollars tied into this. Because it's like and like, just like I saw somebody in the chat say, Dr. Phil refused to interview these women because the facts did not add up. And Dr. Phil is the type of motherfucker where he gonna ask some questions. And if your ass give him a bullshit answer, he gonna say, see, here you go. Lifetime don't give a shit. They want the tea. They want the juice. They want what's gonna be popping. And that's why I said I wanted to do something about this, just to call up, because I don't think that it's all, everything I say is 1,000% true. Nope. But I think that what I'm saying makes sense, number one. And yes, I believe that the majority of it is true, because there's been people that I personally know that has vouched for it and backed it up way before this shit started. I'm talking the shit I'm talking. I knew and I saw, there's things I've seen. I ain't been in R. Kelly's camp, but I've seen R. Kelly out in public. There's things that I've seen, and I know that people who were in his camp had seen and had told me about, that by the time this shit was coming about, I was just basically confirming, yep, that was true. Yep, that did happen. Yeah, I remember when my boy told me that. Yep, I remember when that would happen. Yep, I remember that. That's why I said, when I said the shit about saying, well, you could find him in one of these three places, it took a second season and somebody else to come back and say it. I said, I've been saying that from the beginning. So it wasn't me just doing some PFA shit where I'm just pulling shit out my ass and just saying, yeah, this is what I think. No, this is what people in there, and I'm not the only one that's privy to that information. This was stuff that anybody who was in any type of circles that had connections to celebrities in the city of Chicago knew. They knew it. We all knew it.
Yeah.
I was young at the time and couldn't stop R. Kelly. But hey, R. Kelly, you can. I wasn't that guy. But people knew it, and there were plenty of people that were connected to him that wanted to keep it going because they were getting paid. So I totally get that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, about the thing with the lady, the voodoo lady. And I was saying, why people bring God. The reason why I say this is because that man has a sex demon on him. That's what people don't realize. This is a spiritual thing. He literally has a sex demon in him, and that's what people do not see. And that stuff is real. I don't care what about sex; it's real. And when I read into the story, and I read the little girl's story, and she said that, I was like, you know what? Because I kept saying it at first before I read the book. And I was like, I knew, and then in the manager's book, did you read that book, The Man Behind the Man?
Nope. I did not.
In that book, he said that when he was trying to leave R. Kelly, because he said he had started going to church and stuff. He said he was trying to leave R. Kelly alone. He said R. Kelly wheeled him back in one day, when he made that song, You Saved Me. He said when he did the song, he was like, okay, maybe he is trying to change, to that. He said they went out to eat or something, girls or whatever, and he said the whole time they were sitting at the table, R. Kelly was just staring at him. So he asked him to get up and go to the bathroom with him. He said when they went in the bathroom, R. Kelly told him that God spoke to him, and he wanted to change. He's changing. He said they started praying. He said at least he thought they were praying. He said next thing you know, R. Kelly started speaking in tongues, which the tongues started turning into something that wasn't even sounded like tongues. He said he fell into the stall and his voice changed.
Okay.
His voice changed.
Yeah. Here's my thing with that. I'm not the.
He said after that happened. He said after that happened, he went back to church. He said he started having sex with every woman in the church.
Yeah. Well, my thing is this. I don't know. I mean, because that's all. Hey, what people believe is what they believe, and I'm not going to debate that. All I can say is this, because some people will say that they don't believe it. Some people say it's fake. Some people say it's real. So I'm not even going to debate that. What I do know is this. When you have a kid, a child that has been sexually abused, that is a lasting impression on a kid, and it affects their behavior and it affects their sexual blueprint. It's just like somebody who, when you learn and are introduced into sex, there are certain things that when you do them, the way you do them, you become more acclimated to that particular type of sex. And it's like to have somebody do that to you at being the age of 7, aside from the psychological aspect of it, the physical part of it as to how you get off, what turns you on, and those type of things, it plays a part in that. Which is why they have an age of consent, which is why you shouldn't be able to sleep with a 7-year-old, because a 7-year-old isn't ready for that. Physically, mentally, psychologically, they're just not ready for that. And even once a kid begins puberty and they go through that change in life, they still aren't mentally ready to start dealing with those emotions that come along with sex. Hell, most grown folks can't deal with that. They will make fucked up decisions because of dick. They will make fucked up decisions because of head, because of pussy, or because of a fat ass. It happens to adults. So it's like, I want to just at least point that part out to say, you can debate whether the book was fake. You can debate whether if it was a demonic spirit or not. You can debate that because you can't prove it. But you can prove it, and it has been proven that the psychological aspects of sexual abuse and turning that part of a kid on at a young age, it has damaging effects. That's just like most prostitutes are women or men that have been sexually abused as children. They've been raped
I mean,
as
I
children.
for a long time, and then I got raped when I was 11. But
There you go.
that, you're right. It's certain stuff that I don't like. Like, I don't like to be fondled. I don't like nobody playing with my breast too long. I don't like that shit. Like, stop it. Because it brings back certain memories. So I feel you on that part.
And that's like the biggest thing for me that the people aren't acknowledging. I'm sorry, you said what?
Say it again.
I said that to me is the biggest part about it, that people know, like you were able to just verify that part, that people know that and won't acknowledge that part in him. So to think that, because people will say, well, why he like young girls? Why he like this? Because he started having sex when he was 7. That's why. That's why he's a sexual deviant, because somebody did it to him when he was 7.
And she wasn't the only one. They said the man in his apartment, so they complexed whoever they were talking about. That
Yes,
man,
exactly.
he was doing something.
Exactly. So it's like when you're doing stuff like that to a kid at a young age, it has a lasting effect. And we will see that in a woman, but we won't see it in a man. We'll see it in a woman, but we won't see it in a superstar. We will see it in a woman, but we won't see it in the king of R&B. That is a problem for me, because he's still a fucking person. Whether he worth 500 million or whether he worth $500, he's still a person. And that's the part of this that I want people to understand. I'm not defending R. Kelly. I'm just being fair to R. Kelly. Because if this was a woman in the same fucking shoes that he's in, we wouldn't even be here. She wouldn't even be in jail. Cardi B admitted to fucking drugging and robbing niggas. Walking around free, just bought a big ass house with Offset. All good. No problem.
Yeah.
We good. We overlooked that. Yeah, you say she used to, motherfucking niggas can come forward. How come it ain't no him too? Where men can come forward and be like, yeah, she drugged me. Yeah, she robbed me for $800. Yeah, she drugged me and robbed me. Yeah, she drugged me and robbed. How come these guys can't come forward and get justice? It wouldn't happen. They would get laughed out of the police station. They would get laughed out of a lawyer's office. There's not a lawyer alive that would take that case and get some type of restitution for it. It wouldn't happen. But a woman can come back and say, Bill Cosby drugged me and fucked me back in 72, and his ass is in jail. And he admitted it, like his dumb ass shouldn't have talked to the police. But hell, Cardi B admitted the shit on motherfucking social media. Right. And she turned around and did a fucking movie about it too. So not only did she admit it, she did a goddamn movie about it, and they still ain't did nothing to her, and they won't. That's my whole point. Yeah. Yeah. But I appreciate you calling in. Like I said, I had 2 callers and they called in at the last few minutes of the call show. But nevertheless, I appreciate it. It was all good. Very nice talking to you. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this show for the night. And man, thank you so much for calling in.
No problem. You have a
All righty, you too. All righty. So I mean, I guess that I think I'm pretty much gonna wrap it up right here, because we done went for 2 hours, and that's all I really wanted to do. But I just want to say this: it's really something to just see what people will do and what people will say, and how people what think the things people will stand for and the things that people won't stand for, and just what we do as a society. It's really amazing to me to see that, and how we will change that shit up in a heartbeat. or we will act like it's not this important for this particular person just because they're a particular gender, when that gender are so hell bent on being treated fairly. The Me Too movement, women's rights, the feminist movement, they preach equality and fairness. But when it's not a woman, they don't. And you would think that that group of women, or that group period, or those people that support that movement and that group, you would think they would be the champions of fairness. You would think they would be the champions of equality. And that's why I don't recognize it as such, because when it comes to them being able to do that, them being able to step up and show the world that, hey, this is what we're about. We're about fairness. We're about equality. They never do. If it's not affecting one of them, if they're not benefiting from it, they have nothing to do about it. When was the last time you seen the Me Too movement standing up for a dude? When was the last time you seen it? When was the last time you seen the Me Too movement standing up for a guy, standing up for a man, supporting? What did Me Too do about Terry Crews? They let a bunch of other niggas talk shit about him. He was less of a man. He probably liked it. He was gay. He was soft as hell. He shouldn't have let that shit happen. He didn't do shit. He a punk ass nigga. He soft as fuck. Couldn't no man have did that to me. Same thing. And as me as a person, as a man, if another man walked up to me and grabbed my genitals, yes, I'd be pissed the fuck off and I'd be ready to fuck somebody else and probably would dip on them. But I ain't got shit to lose. I'm just a regular nigga. But the fact that he didn't do that, then now what? He's less than. If that happened to a woman, if a bunch of women, you ain't see a bunch of women getting together saying, yeah, if I was a woman, the man grabbed my titties. If Harvey Weinstein would grab my titties, I'd have smacked his motherfucking ass. You'll never hear it. You'll never hear it. You'll never hear the Me Too movement going after Asia Argento. You won't see a mute Asia Argento hashtag. You won't see it. You won't see it. Any of these other old ass women that's been fucking these young ass men and fucking these underage boys in the schools and all that shit, you don't see that. You don't see them boycotting. You don't see them saying she should go to jail. They should throw away the key, lock her up forever. You won't see it. And that's because it's not about equality, and it's not about fairness, and it's not about being righteous. It's a power grab. We want to have control over men, directly and indirectly. We want to govern men. We want to tell you what you can and can't say. And if you offend us, piss us off, or hell, we just don't like your ass, you will suffer our wrath. Prove me wrong. Change my mind. Show me something different. That's all I'm saying. Let's get from a point to where we're getting out of our feelings and getting more into being righteous. Let's get out of our feelings and get to being fair. Let's hold each other accountable. Let's hold each other, make each other be responsible. But let's do it on both sides of the genders. Men and women. Men should be holding men accountable and women. Women should be holding women accountable and men. It's not hard to do. It's what needs to be done. We want to be better as a society. We want to have a better world for our children to live in. We want to make our children's lives better. Our generations that are coming behind us, we want to make them better and give them a better life and a better world to live in. We have to start laying the foundation of that today. And that has to start with being fair, being righteous, doing what's best for the whole, not just for the few. Because everything that goes on in this world and goes on in this life and goes on around us, yes, there are isolated incidents, and this one particular thing could be an exception, but that doesn't need to be the focus. We have to look at this from a perspective of we have to do what's best for the group, not what's best for the one. We can't turn the whole group upside down just for the one. I am Brian Redman. This is the Relationship Rehab. I hope that this helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I hope that this video and this series that I did about R. Kelly at nothing else gets the conversation started and puts us on the path to start wanting and having the desire to be fair and righteous. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank y'all for this ride. Thank you to everybody that subscribed. Thank you to everybody that clicked the like button. Please continue to do so. Please have no problem whatsoever emailing me, commenting on the page. I definitely appreciate all of the feedback, good, bad, and indifferent. It was a blast. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed covering this series. Shout out to Crenshaw Incorporated for calling in. The other young lady that called in, thank you guys so much. Everybody that has been a part of the chat, all of my friends, my family, my loved ones, thank you guys. Everybody that has given me words of encouragement, that has supported the channel, supported me, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to check real quick to see if I got any donations, which I don't think I do. None on the PayPal. I mean, that's not PayPal, but Cash App. I'm going to check the PayPal, and we're going to get on up out of here. I hope that everybody has a good night. I hope that you guys can share this content, and I hope that what I did has made a difference, or at least started a conversation. Hey, I did get one donation. Shout out to Jamila Brown, donated $8.68. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Click the like button, click the subscribe button, share button. Just do that, and let's get this thing out. And hey, if you got any topics or anything that you want to talk about, let me know. I don't mind having the conversation. I love to have the conversation. So thank you guys so much. Y'all have a good night. And as always, damn, that shit loud. Always. It's better to have it and not need it, and need it than to need it and not have it. That's United Guns of America slogan. And I hope this helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I am Brian Redman. This is Relationship Rehab. Peace, and I'm out. Good night, everybody.